should get a lot of credit for it. But the fact is, Aaron Donald had 13 and a half sacks from the
inside.
From the interior. And it's not like there's other guys on the defensive line, the offensive coaches are like, oh, we need to take that guy away too. Aaron Donald's by himself getting double teamed at times and still able to get 13 and a half sacks. As much credit that TJ Watt deserves, look, I respect the hell out of JJ Watt.
Right.
But look, Aaron Donald deserved that.
See, I would go with TJ Watt just because the numbers when you add them all up, and you're completely right. Aaron Donald is the best player in the game, in my opinion, other than, of course, Patrick Mahomes. But he's the best player in the game, Aaron Donald. So I get it. And like you guys said, doing it from the interior, that's just so much more impressive. TJ did have better stats in just about every category, and he missed the game. Yeah. But like you said, you take into consideration the fact that Aaron Donald's an interior pass rusher, then that kind of cancels it out. And JJ, I understand standing behind your brother, but I mean, you're just jealous.
He has to. It's his brother. Yeah. He has to make that post.
And I mean, let's be real, they're both white guys. They're kind of taking over this pass rushing thing. It's like, come on. But
JJ's gonna be on his way out of Houston here soon, just like looks like Deshaun Watson. Houston has stuck to their stance; they're not letting go of Watson.
Houston legit has a problem right now, and I'm not talking about no Apollo missions. Like they are legitimately screwing themselves with this stance. I understand what they're trying to do, but the fact that they are not even listening to trade offers at this point, and they're trying to stand their ground, I get it. But he's not going to play for you guys. Like, you do understand that, right? Like, there comes a point where you're going to have to release him, and all of a sudden the Lev Bell situation is going to pop up.
Right. When did they hire their head coach? What was it, like 2 weeks ago they hired their new head coach? And Deshaun Watson still has yet to talk with him. Right. And this was a dude that said that he wanted to be involved in the hiring process of their head coach. Right. And he hasn't even talked to him. That tells me that.
Just to play devil's advocate, I want to be a part of the hiring process of the guy who I'm going to work for too.
Right.
But
in reality, that's generally not going to happen with your job description.
He did want to say in the GM and the head coach. I could see him having a say in the head coach. GM, yes, he is their franchise guy, but like that's a little above your pay grade. Right. I know you're getting paid a lot. Actually, I should take that back because they get paid more, but that's a little above your position in the stadium. But I mean, who they hired, the dude from the Patriots, he's a good young up-and-coming guy. He's somebody who everybody's been looking at for a while. The head coach now, the guy from the Ravens, that was a little bit random. I still don't understand how Eric Bieniemy has never gotten whatever you say. It's got a lot of I's and E's. I don't
kicking in on you, huh?
No, I just don't get it. I'm just yapping.
Well, apparently with Eric Bieniemy, he had like his alma mater. He like got banned from his alma mater because like he covered up a rape case or something like that. I've heard that come through the grapevine, and then something about a DUI back in the day. But obviously, he has made the most of his opportunity. Right. Obviously, Eric Bieniemy deserves the spot to be able to be a head coach in this football league.
A second chance.
Absolutely.
Right.
And Eric Bieniemy, I really did love him when I saw the welcome to the NFL rookie when Adrian Peterson was a rookie with the Minnesota Vikings, and Eric Bieniemy was his running backs coach.
Yeah, that's right.
And watching him interact with the AP, I was like, dude, that is a leader. That is somebody I want. But at the same time, Eric Bieniemy, it's nothing wrong with his personality. The fact is that he is a dude that is going to speak his mind. Right. He's going to say what he wants, and I think that really scares the hell out of some front office execs.
It probably does, but I mean the fact that he's an Andy Reid guy. I mean you've seen so many Andy Reid guys.
And Ron Rivera
have had success, right? Mm-hmm. Ron Rivera, Doug Peterson. He just got fired, but I mean
Matt Nagy,
Super Bowl. Yeah, Matt Nagy. I mean he's produced a lot of people. I mean obviously having Patrick Mahomes helps a little bit.
Yeah, well,
but you also got to say.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I mean, he's pretty good.
He's pretty good. He's all right.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's not playing in the Super Bowl tonight.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, he does deserve a second chance. If O.J. Simpson got a second chance, then he deserves a second chance.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? Now, one of the things that I saw coming through the grapevine was everyone was flipping out on Twitter today because the reports were that Washington was considering calling the Jets about Sam Darnold. So, Todd, let me ask you. Would you be welcoming of Sam Darnold?
Would I be? If he's going to help us, sure. But is it going to make me excited? No. We're in win-now mode. Right. You have a defense that's awesome. You have a bunch of players that are on rookie deals. You're in win-now mode.
Right.
You have to get someone who's a proven commodity. Yeah. I don't want to see you draft somebody. I don't want to see Sam Darnold.
Right.
I want to see someone who knows how to come in and play the game and win.
Right. Yeah, and I completely understand. I love Sam Darnold for the right price because I think Sam Darnold, he still has so much untapped potential. Adam Gase kind of wasted it. The Jets kind of wasted it.
Right.
And we kind of saw with Ryan Tannehill. I mean, he regressed badly under Adam Gase. All of a sudden, he goes to the Titans, and all of a sudden he's playing like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Right.
So maybe Darnold showed some flashes early on. Gase, all of a sudden, his numbers go down. Maybe he just needs that kind of change of scenery. This could be it, but the reports are they're asking for a first-rounder for him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
No, there's no
It's a
chance.
joke.
That's got to be just a starting negotiation.
That's a
point.
bigger joke than the Raiders requesting 2 first-rounders
Way
for
bigger
Carr.
joke. Way bigger joke. At least Derek Carr's had success.
I would have laughed in their face on the Zoom call. As soon as they said that, I'm like, oh, what? Yeah. That's what you're asking? Okay, let me hang up right now.
Right. Well, you wouldn't have laughed in their face because of the Zoom.
Right.
But I know what you mean. They're face-to-face on the meeting, on the screen.
It's like as much face-to-face as it's been during the pandemic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, with Sam Darnold, I think you're right, Tyler. I wouldn't even sniff close to that first-rounder there.
Right.
I think you have to covet that first-rounder. If you're even talking about that first, it has to be with Deshaun Watson or bust. Right. Otherwise, it's not being discussed because I think Ron Rivera he was being honest when he said you can't just kneecap yourselves in your future and then going to get your quarterback. We have to make sure that we can give you the foundation around him.
Yes. Todd, like you said, that's why it's so important to hit on these high draft picks because we've seen it. We have it now coming up over the next 4 years where we're going to have guys who are going to have to get big contracts every year. And it's going to be tough. So you got to have people who can come in and replace some of these guys because you're not going to be able to re-sign all 3 defensive linemen. No. All 5, including Ioannidis.
I mean, he just got a contract last year.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. So, but it's going to be tough, man. I don't know what they're going to do. But Darnold, for the right price, you let him come in and compete with Taylor Heineke and Kyle Allen. I think that'll really bring out the best in all 3 of them. I think Darnold ultimately wins that, despite not knowing the offense as well as those other 2, just because he's so much more talented.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving up anything more than a 3rd-rounder for him, and that's only because we have 2 3rd-rounders, and I'm a big Darnold guy.
I would be sniffing close to that second, but as much as that is a huge joke and everything like that, the news just came out that the Packers are hiring Joe Barry as a defensive coordinator.
I was on the Washington Football Reddit last night, and a Packers fan wrote in there, and he was like, hey, Green Bay fan here, just wondering what's going on. I mean, we hired a defensive coordinator you guys used to have, Joe Barry. Just wondering how you guys feel about him. And I was just going down reading the comments, reliving all this stuff. Like, oh yeah, that's right. That's the guy.
Yeah.
That's
you can just stop it. That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Bad seasons under him, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So
please enjoy
talent.
that.
Yeah,
and
please,
which is funny because Chris Harris was in the running for it, and he was the Washington secondary coach.
Right. Yes.
Obviously, he played under Rivera in Chicago, and a former player, and he is actually really revered around the NFL. And this is somebody that's going to be in discussion for a defensive coordinator in the near future.
Right.
And to me, it was a fresh breath of air because I was worried that we were going to lose Chris Harris. Because if anything 100%. Happens with Jack Del Rio, one of the reasons I wanted Jack Del Rio's name to go under the radar is because I wanted him to stay for another year. Yeah. Right. He really built something with his defense. He had them firing and doing really well. So I didn't want him leaving. But if we have somebody like Chris Harris still on the roster and still on the coaching staff, there's a very good possibility we could promote him if something happens with Jack.
Right. And speaking of Jack and the award shows, Jack Del Rio got a vote for Assistant of the Year. He got 1 vote. But
he should have gotten more, in my opinion.
No, he should have.
I mean, he took just that putrid defense that he inherited, and he did
what he has done every year with his first season. He brought him up from one of the bottom defenses in the NFL to number 2 overall in the NFL.
Yep.
He's done it every year. He did it with Carolina. He did it with Denver. He didn't do it with Oakland, but he was the head coach there, so you can't really fault him on that. But in all those scenarios too, he had Julius Peppers that he drafted his first year. He had Von Miller that he got early on. He had Khalil Mack that he got early on over in Oakland. Las Vegas now, but they didn't improve as much. But still, then Chase Young.
Yeah.
And what is the coincidence between all those guys? Not only are they fantastic edge rushers, they're all number 2 picks.
Yeah.
Number 2 overall.
That's a crazy stat. But the one thing that isn't being discussed is with Ron Rivera going through the cancer treatment, there were some days that were very hard on him, and he would have to call in and say, hey, can you run the meetings for me, Jack? Yeah. And Jack would be willing to do that. In my opinion, Jack deserved more votes for the assistant of the year.
It was probably a writer from this area who understands what actually went on behind the scenes.
Probably Kime.
Yeah, and as it should have been. I mean, because he knew what Jack actually did this year and how big of a role he played in this team.
Right.
Because him having to step in there for Rivera consistently as Rivera's going through what he did. Who, by the way, Rivera kind of got the shaft. I know he won NFC Coach of the Year, but there's 3 guys in front of him from the AFC that were.
I wanted to get your guys' opinions on that because I strongly feel that Ron Rivera should have been more in the running for the Coach of the Year. I did not like how he was 5th on the list there. I understand that Stefanski taking a Cleveland Browns team that has been putrid for decades, much like the Washington football team. But the fact, I don't think that warrants you getting coach of the year.
People got to remember, the Browns are literally just a year removed, one bad season removed from having Super Bowl aspirations, where everybody was saying, "Oh, they got OBJ, they're going to the Super Bowl. Baker's the man. Myles Garrett's going to take another step."
They were able to turn him around to a national story.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And they did take a step back. Stefanski kind of reestablished who they were supposed to be. They've played well since then, but. And he did. Stefanski did a fantastic job. I don't want to take anything from him. It's just Ron Rivera with all Ron Rivera had to deal with.
No, yes. Let's name the list, okay? He comes in. He's basically the GM, right? Yeah. He has to take over this whole team. There's nobody really in place to be able to take care of all the player personnel, everything. He has that. Has the cancer diagnosis. He has the name change. He has the Snyder allegations on the side. Then the Dwayne Haskins fiasco. Right. Going through all of that and still being able to make this team make the playoffs, guiding them to that, I think that warrants enough. If you're going to give the coach of the year to Stefanski because he got the Browns to make the playoffs, what does it say about Rivera helping the Washington football team get there?
Granted, Washington didn't have a winning record. I will say that. But they still won their division.
Who cares?
Right. And it's just all the adversity, in my opinion. It shouldn't have even been close, but I'm a homer.
So. I thought once they made the playoffs that he was going to be at least number 2 on that list. Exactly. I was like, I mean, with everything that he's gone through, you see him, I don't remember which game it was, but he's sitting on the bench mid-game, and he's trying to coach and just get through it and getting IVs
he had to get IVs. And there was at one point where, coming back from Arizona in week 2, he had to get on a different plane, fly home from the team because he was so worn out he wanted to nap.
Yeah.
My goodness. You can't nap around Chase Young.
But Coach, what's up?
Coach, did you see that play earlier?
I got you the ball, Coach.
Yeah, come on, Coach. Did you see that?
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to remind the viewers that the link for the Zoom meeting is on Facebook. If you want to join in and call in at any point in time, you can, and we'd love to be able to hear your thoughts, everybody. So the link is on Facebook. You just got to search for us at The Burgundy Zone. You'll find it there. Just wait in the waiting room. We'll bring you right in to hear your thoughts. But another aspect of this that I wanted to talk about was like the name change, Todd. Because we've been able to talk about the name change so many times. But from a fan perspective, how do you feel about the Washington football team name? Are you comfortable with that moving forward as a sustainable name? Or would you like to see something come up?
I personally like it. To be honest, I think it's just generic enough, but so much different than anything else going on. Because everyone else has their little animals and everything, and that's fine. And you know, if people were offended by the old name, great. We've moved on. Gone. Like, it's gone. It's fine. You know, one's gonna be happy. Not everyone's gonna be happy no matter what it is. I kind of like it. It kind of has like a European soccer feel to it.
Right.
I mean, let's get into semantics. Would I like Washington Football Club over Washington Football Team? Sure, who cares? Like,
to me, club makes it, even the soccer thing, it makes me feel like it's like the Woman Haters Club, like one of these little kids, like it's like a kids thing, you know. But you're in the building there. You're in the building over there in Ashburn. I don't know if you want me to say that.
I'm not in Ashburn, but
you're not in Ashburn, but you're part of the Washington organization.
Yes.
How do people that you work with feel about that? The name.
You know,
is it kind of just like they're like whatever?
Right. It was weird the first couple weeks, and then it's kind of.
I mean, it's still weird for Doug Williams. Doug Williams was on NFL Network the other day and said Redskins twice.
I mean, every announcer says it.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
And that's amazing to me at that point that they have not gotten up to speed with it. Because even on our pod, we've talked about how hard it was to be able to transition to the new name. But it took us like, what, a month?
Not
and then
even,
we were able to transition easily. People like Doug Williams, you know, and Doug is such a great guy. You know, it's just a funny, just kind soul. Yeah. I remember when he interviewed with us, he said the word Redskins, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I mean, watch your football team." I absolutely love Doug Williams so much.
He's a hilarious guy. Shout out to Doug.
Yeah,
he's the man.
Yeah. And look, he just got promoted to being the personal assistant to Jason Wright, and that's the perfect person in my opinion. Doug Williams, I think he's too honest to a point. I mean, remember what he said about the draft, that it was a crapshoot, and everyone was kind of like, you probably shouldn't be saying that. You're the head of player personnel.
If you're the one doing the scouting, you know,
I mean, he's right.
He's 100% right.
100%
right about it. It's just.
I mean, look at all these teams. I mean, look at Darnold on the trading block. I mean, obviously these teams are not hitting fire right now. They don't really do well. And the funny thing is that as much as everyone wants to clown on Doug Williams, that comment, he's absolutely right, dude.
Right.
Absolutely right. And now, speaking of former guys that were on Washington staff, I didn't know. Sure, you guys saw this. Jay Gruden made a comment about Romo.
Yes.
I didn't know that he made a comment about Romo.
He's only right about 60% of the time.
Yeah,
and he said he's going to be a better broadcaster.
Yeah, he said he would do a better job.
Oh my God, I would pay money to see Jay do that. Dude, Jay would be so good at that.
I love Jay. I love Jay a lot as a personality.
What you're going to see here now, man, you're going to go ahead and you're going to see a spider 2 wide banana. I guarantee it, man. You're going to see Gronk wide open in the back corner of the end zone, man. Watch this, man. He's wrong. And you're just like, Jay, this is why you're not a head coach anymore.
See, look, Jay just wants to go to the bar and hang out with college girls. That's all he wants to do. Yeah, that's all he wants to do. All right, is he in now? All right, my man Jesse. We just interviewed him on Thursday. Yeah. Love Jesse.
Jesse calling in?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Hey, let us know when you're here, Jesse.
Gruden booth.
I would pay money
for Jay and John Gruden.
Turn on your video, Jesse.
The only thing is you wouldn't be able to tell who was talking.
Doesn't that make it better?
That kind of does, because you're like, man, this guy can go forever. This guy's having a combo with
Who
himself.
would be the third in that booth, though?
What I think they need to do,
Mike Tirico or something, just in there,
just
for
fun,
a little bit. Yeah.
Put Romo in. He says he's better. Just put Romo in there.
I was just about to say that. After Jay talk crap, put him with Romo and let's see what happens.
You allow wagers now at FedEx and at some of these other sporting places.
Not at FedEx because it's still in Maryland.
Well, yeah,
but not yet.
Right. But you know what I'm getting at.
Thank you.
Good, nice. Thank you for clearing that up.
I had to get all my sportsbook apps and drive to Virginia. I had to drive to Virginia.
Every play, I would pay money to see Jay and Tony Romo gamble and bet as to what it's going to be and who's going to be right.
Dude, that'd be phenomenal.
That would be awesome.
That would be a great bit. And they should have like a ticker on the side saying who was right and who wasn't. You know, let's just do. Why not do it for a preseason game?
Right. Oh,
yeah.
You guys
ready for Jesse? Yeah, Jesse, we're ready for you whenever, brother. How you doing? Jesse. Jesse, you talking or not?
Jesse, can you hear me?
Jesse's girl. Is that how the song goes?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get Jesse back in here in just a second.
But one thing I wanted to ask you, I know that you're not in the building, obviously in Ashburn, but the appointing of Jennifer King, of being able to be the full-time offensive assistant and helping with the running backs, what was your kind of input on that?
Dude, I loved it. I thought she did a great job all season long. Yeah. You know, Washington's been leading the way as far as diversity goes.
That's what's so underrated. People don't understand this, especially ever since the name change.
Yes.
Like, it's been... And it hasn't even, I don't even think it's necessarily been on purpose. I'm sure some of it has, but like some of these people really deserve these positions.
100%.
Like Jennifer King definitely does.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Jennifer King,
Jason
Wright.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ron
I have
Rivera.
him as
Ron Rivera.
Rivera, obviously, but I think Jason Wright's going to be like the next commissioner once Goodell's out.
No, he seriously could.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he very well should be. And then Drew Terrell, who was the assistant wide receivers coach, just got promoted to being the wide receivers coach, and he's a young African-American coach.
Yeah.
And you have to imagine, I know a lot of fans are going to sit here and say, well, what did he do to warrant that kind of promotion? Obviously, he got more out of the wide receivers than anybody really could have in this season. I mean, look at Cam Sims' one-handed grab against Pittsburgh.
Nobody's been able to get anything out of Cam Sims outside of preseason before this year. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the Buccaneers coming out like Goldberg with the police opening the doors.
Oh, my God, that's right.
Dude,
they are.
awesome.
They had sparks flying right now, and they had...
Can you imagine what they're feeling right now?
If they're playing Goldberg's song right now, there's a you know Brady is just in a crazy mindset right now. Like, if this was WWE, this would be a Undertaker versus Roman Reigns WrestleMania match where he's passing the greatest is passing the torch.
It does feel like a passing the torch type of Super Bowl.
But the only thing is, it's Tom Brady, and you know he's not going to pass the torch.
He doesn't want to. No desire.
No, he's going to pull some stubborn stuff and be like Shawn Michaels or some of these people who are apparently refused to lose. Hulk Hogan, he's going to be like, I'm not doing it today, brother. Not today, brother.
Not doing the job.
I'll quit before I do that.
No, I absolutely love, because we were talking about it before we started recording, like, what did I think, how this game was going to go? And I was telling him, like, I think it might just end up being a shootout. I know what we said on Thursday, but you have to imagine, like, the one thing the Bucs can do is stop the run.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are not married to running the football whatsoever. And they'll throw the ball 60 times if they need to with Pat Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
And the Buccaneers secondary is beat up. It's not like the Chiefs who have Tyrann Mathieu and Bashaud Breeland. So, like, they can throw the ball at will. And then you're talking about Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I think this is going to be a freaking shootout. What do you think is going to happen?
I was trying to think about that on the drive over here. And I agree with you. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think Tom Brady just does what Tom Brady does and goes out and wins Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Like, that's all he does. He doesn't care who's with him. He doesn't care who's against him. He just wants to win every game in front of him.
You're so right about that. You're absolutely right because, like, one of the things that I remember from Brady when he was talking from America's game that you could find on NFL Network, when he talked about the 2001 Super Bowl, he comes in and they had like a long waiting time before they started actually playing, and Brady said he took a nap. And he said, no, I'm not kidding. He said he laid on the bench and he took a nap and he woke up and he said like there was just like this feeling, this like euphoria about it, like where he was just like felt very calm. And like I imagine like that click in your mind just being like, it's go time. And it just feels like Tom has never let that go.
Imagine being that calm about anything.
Right.
I know.
Like just that clarity before
the biggest stage in the world.
How can you do that? Like, I don't know. Tom Brady's just amazing to me. He's a different breed, man.
And look, it brings up a big question because Danny Amendola had made headlines this week talking about the Patriot way was more about Tom than it was Bill. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, look, no disrespect to Bill Belichick. I think obviously situations were a little bit different, but obviously right now, as amazing as Bill Belichick was, the chicken or the egg argument ends up being the chicken. And the stats back it up that it's Tom Brady who's the one with the success, even though Tom Brady has so much more talent around him right now than the Pats have had.
Hey, Jesse, are you there, brother? Jesse's girl. Nothing?
Jesse, say it again.
Jesse. I can't hear anything. I hear the speaker, though.
Yeah.
I don't hear him.
I hear us talking.
I don't hear his deep voice. Hey, guys.
Jesse does have a fantastic voice.
He does have a fantastic
And you know what he has even better? But he has better questions. Jesse's the question.
Dude,
Can you hear me?
Not as much as Scott Hartman, who is the inquirer. Hey, Jesse, what's going on, brother? Thank you for being the first guest, sir. How you doing?
Damn.
Hey, I can hear you. I can hear you, Jesse. What's going on, brother? What are you thinking for this game?
Testing.
I can hear you. You can't hear me, can you? He just said testing. I heard it. Heard the whole thing. What about now, Jesse? I don't think he's.
What's up, man? I cannot hear you guys.
Can you hear me now?
What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. What's going on, Jesse? It's about time, sir. How you doing? It's not working out. As soon as we got to be able to talk to him, it's gone again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That sucks.
That got your hopes up.
Yeah, it did. Because I wanted to talk to him. But one of the things that I wanted to discuss for this game in particular for the Super Bowl, what is the over-under for Tom Brady's passing yards?
Oh. See, Tom Brady's teams, statistically, they start very slow in Super Bowls. That's why I had said, this is before I really had heard anything or really thought about it. But I was just kind of ready to leave last time we were doing the podcast because James was crying. So, I had said, I was like, I think in the first quarter it's going to be a shootout. Tom Brady in all of their Super Bowls, the Patriots Super Bowls, they have scored a total of 3 points in the first quarter.
No way.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What a stat that is.
Right? How crazy. So they're just notorious. Takes them a little bit to settle down and get going.
As much credit as Danny Amendola, he was a professional. He played with Brady. He played with Belichick. He understands the Patriot way, right? But I listened to Big Doug, Big Douglas' show. And
Shout out to Big Doug.
Yeah, he had Chris Long on, who played with them in New England. And he talked about how, look, as much credit as Danny has, I'm sure he is this guy. He played offense. In those Super Bowls against Seattle, against the Giants and stuff, that offense wasn't blaring out. They weren't putting up a crazy amount of points.
Right.
It was the defense. And so, like, I have to play devil's advocate and say, I don't believe that. I think that Tom embraced the Patriot way and was the face of it. And Bill Belichick, he's the one making the personnel decisions. Right. He's the one saying, you either snip in, you either go down and you actually abide by what we're having here, or you're gone. Right. And he, at any whim, will trade away anybody or cut anybody at any time because he wants to. Yeah. So in my opinion, it's still Bill. In my opinion.
Yeah, I think so, and I think you'll see that. Obviously, look, Tom Brady chose the Buccaneers for a reason. He has so many weapons. He knows that he could win there.
I thought it was the taxes in Florida. To be fair,
to be completely honest, that probably played a bigger
part.
That's
a great point. Yeah, that's a great point.
Probably most of it, but yeah.
The taxes are much different up in New England, I would imagine.
Not to dive in his pockets, but you have to think that
when you and your wife are making that much money,
he was tired of Giselle being the moneymaker. He was like, "Look, I need to go down to Florida."
Bro, Vel tweeted about that not too long ago. He said between the two of them, they've made $900 million, but Giselle's made 60% of it.
Oh, but see, Tom Brady though, he doesn't even care. He'll put on the UGG boots and he'll be like, "I don't care."
UGG boots and Under Armour, baby. He's good.
I don't give a shit. Man. This is me. Accept me. One thing I wanted to touch on, you brought up the Patriots way, and this reminded me. They were talking about Teddy Bruschi was interviewed about Matthew Stafford possibly going to the Patriots, and it was on an Arizona radio station, and he said Matthew Stafford wouldn't have lasted in New England. He's not tough enough to deal with Bill Belichick. And I just thought that was crazy to me. Like, Matthew Stafford has played through a broken back. He constantly has injuries. He played in Detroit, started every game, almost every game. He was always playing through injuries, always leading them to game-winning drives. That's some of these other former NFL players, when they heard about it, they just laughed. And they were like, Matthew Stafford's one of the ballers. Like, Pat McAfee was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. He was like, Matthew Stafford is that dude. Like, he's a tough quarterback. He doesn't get the respect he deserves. So Teddy Bruschi, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I just thought that was a crazy statement to me.
Too many undiagnosed concussions.
Yeah, Teddy
Bruschi. I love Teddy because didn't he get over cancer at some point? I think he had cancer at one point.
Probably. He was. I know at one point he was named after a beer nickname.
But look, I love Bruschi and everything, but I don't agree with that. Like, because Matt Patricia. Didn't he make headlines by saying that Matt Stafford was uncoachable?
And I think that's where Bruschi kind of thought about it. Got it from. Yeah.
Yeah, let's listen to Matt Patricia. That's the guy I'm gonna take.
The guy who's still using a pencil behind his ear. There's pens now, dude.
Right. Look,
there's tablets.
The funny thing
he makes a lot of mistakes. He needs the eraser.
That's true, but there's pens. They invented pens that have.
Hey, what's going on, Keith? What's up, dude?
Can you hear us, Keith? Is that real fast? Is that a hologram of Vince Lombardi?
Yes, it is.
Sure looks like it.
No, but hold on, Keith. I want to ask you. Your wife is an Eagles fan. I know that you're up around the area. What do you think about this game, brother? Who's gonna win? Are you gonna give it to Tom?
Yeah. So do you think this is a passing of the torch moment, WWE style? But do you think it'll end up being a Montreal screw job? You think it's gonna end up being the refs screw him over? Brady spits in the ref's face afterwards.
You just read all my tweets all day?
I knew Todd would get the wrestling joke, so I was like, all right, there we go.
No, but a lot of credit needs to wearing the NWO shirt. But Keith deserves a lot of credit. Keith has actually organized a not fundraiser, but he got together, was able to buy some boxing gloves. And what's going to happen is Paul Nichols, who is the DC Washington sports artist, he's going to draw on it. He's going to paint on it, make sure it's for Coach Rivera. And that's being sent to Jason Wright to the stadium, to Ashburn, to give to Coach Rivera for beating cancer's ass.
And a lot of money has been raised for that, too. So
awesome.
So, yeah, Keith, shout out to you, man. That is amazing that you did that.
Now, Keith, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that is still open. Is there any way that fans can still be able to contribute to Ron Rivera's cancer charity?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be honest with you, when I set the 5K goal, I was thinking that was going to go all the way through March, to be honest. So instead, we hit the 5K goal in 4 days, which is absolutely amazing. Wow.
And you know, crazy. It's crazy that you, of all people, got people to donate, because I feel like most people probably just thought you were trolling and you were just trying to scam them or something.
Well, and that's the thing too, because it's not going to a GoFundMe account, right?
Okay.
And the reason why I chose not to do that was because I didn't want the 1.9% fees getting taken. I wanted everyone's penny to go towards the gloves, everything that we're doing, and also, you know, the 5K money going to, you know, charity as well. So I basically put out my personal information, and to my surprise, man, people were just like, "Hey, here you go. I want to be a part of this."
Yeah, that was going around Washington football Twitter. Yeah. That's still going around. And I mean, that was huge, man. Everybody's seen that. That's amazing. And man.
Keith deserves a lot of credit for that because he really did spearhead the whole thing and was able to get it done. Keith, I know that the latest news came out. Washington football team. Your favorite quarterback is possibly on the market, and Sam Darnold. How happy are you to be able to have the chance to acquire him?
Yeah, not happy whatsoever. That guy can go. Listen, is he better than what we currently have on the roster? Sure. Yeah. But I'm imagining that if we're in the market for a QB, there's some others out there that I think that are just going to be better and are going to get it done. And that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm no quarterback guru. I didn't grow up a quarterback coach to know the difference, but at the end of the day, when you look at Darnold, and he was an underwhelming draft pick to begin with at 3, it was a terrible draft class for QBs, and then he's just performed underwhelmingly. So, how could we bring this guy in and be excited? I mean, fans are using the excuse, fans are saying, oh, well, he's under Adam Gase. I don't care. He hasn't shown anything.
Keith, this is the first time I'm seeing what you're wearing right now.
And you look hysterical.
This is what Hulk Hogan would look like if Hulk Hogan was part of Washington football Twitter.
Well, this is also, what anytime the Skins or Washington football team get a win, after I come to bed, my wife knows that I'm about to perform the Caucasian Sasquatch. So
what does that mean? Is that some S&M move I've never heard of?
Oh, it's an absolute move. I mean, maybe one day if Twitter doesn't, maybe I put it on there, show you guys. I'll have to blur out about 18 inches. That's all.
So do you have a safe word? Can I tell you my safe word? Boring.
Oh.
The fun part about S&M, or the weird part, is like you want to be you always end up, you have to start out as the masochist when you want to be the sadist. So you have to work your way up. Like, and I always thought that was kind of boring.
I'm going to have to go Google those words.
And so, Keith, before we get you out of here, dude, I have to get your prediction for the game. I know you talked about that you think that Tom is not going to get his 7th or 6th ring. What, 7th or 7th? 7th. Sorry, I'm 2 beers deep. What do you think this game's going to go? What is your final score prediction?
I think 34-28 Chiefs.
Ooh, look, man, I'm not sure if I'm with you there, Keith, man. How can you shut out the GOAT? Look, and I've been a big pessimist of Tom Brady. But the fact, because the one thing I said is Peyton was able to go to a different team and win a Super Bowl. If Tom is able to win tonight and get this Super Bowl with Tampa, I'm easily going to say he is the GOAT. Do you feel the same way, Keith?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's the GOAT now. But,
should have already,
yeah, I mean, he's the GOAT now. And, I mean, there's no question about it. But I look at this as a scenario of, long story short, if you can put pressure on Brady, get him uncomfortable, get him out of the pocket. He doesn't make a lot of plays outside of the pocket. That's not the same for Mahomes. You can blitz on Mahomes, but you got to pay attention to him. He can make plays on his feet when the pocket collapses. You've got Kelsey that you've got to worry about. You've got to worry about Tyreek Hill. I mean, there's just so much all over that field. And I think it's going to be a high-scoring game for both. But I think it's going to come down to putting pressure on Brady and calling it a day. And, that guy can take a 6 and go somewhere else. I'm done. Like,
we get it.
Listen,
enough, Tom.
Yeah, and I'm not hating on the guy, but it's the same old. Like, it's time to let these young cats come in and do their thing. And I just think Mahomes is, he's heading in that direction as well.
If anybody's going to beat Brady in a Super Bowl, not named Eli Manning, unfortunately, it's Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is so good.
Right. Hey,
Keith,
it's been fantastic talking to you. We are going to go on to another caller, not because we don't love you, but because we do love you. And we want to say something with you.
Hey, best of luck. I hope you get that Washington football team hat soon.
No.
All right, Keith.
Later,
take
guys.
it easy, buddy.
Thanks, Keith.
So, just to say, the anthem would have hit the over, except all the sportsbook pulled it down because someone tweeted out a video of the rehearsal yesterday
No.
late at night.
No
So
way.
all the sport books refunded the money.
Oh
No
my
way.
God, that is amazing.
Absolutely
That
amazing.
sucks. Freddie.
Hey, Freddie, how you doing tonight, brother? Thank you for joining us as the second caller for our Super Bowl show. What's going on, dude?
What's up, guys? Yeah, no, I had to check in with y'all real quick. Forgive me, I'm not in my usual space. I'm remote, man. I'm over at my mom and dad's.
That's okay. That's okay.
Partying with Papa, dude. You can't go wrong with that.
The lighting's not very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he listens
Lighting's
to
not very good, but
Well,
the backdrop's all right.
there you go. Yeah, backdrop's perfectly fantastic. I love that backdrop. It's the wrong name, but it's good.
It's
the right name.
It's the
No, it's the right
or
name.
it depends on how you look at it. It could be the right name.
I like that jersey, bro.
Oh, the Terry McLaurin jersey. Is
Yeah,
this
the
the one you
McLaurin.
won from?
Yeah.
Tay and Todd. Tay and
From Tay
Todd.
and Todd's pod, yeah,
This
that's
is a Washington. Kyle says Redskins.
Well, no, but look. So this is a whole spiel.
I gotta tell y'all something. No, you know why I felt compelled to call in? I just gotta say something. I gotta get this off my chest.
What is
no.
it?
Okay, look, her killed that shit. Okay, and then Eric Church has to come on and ruin the whole vibe. I'm just saying, like she was killing it, like the singing, like the guitar, it was fantastic. And then we have this hokey ass bullshit anthem. Are you kidding me?
And that's the thing. You can't go from a beautiful voice like that into a country artist because
The other
you
thing
can
too,
pick any
like,
country artist. They sound the same.
I might get dragged about this, but for real, America the Beautiful is a way better song than Star Spangled Banner. I'm just saying, it is.
Well, I don't think I listen to either one of them on my iPod as I'm working
Dude, I do it
out.
all the time. What are you talking about?
No,
Every morning.
I take
That's-
that back.
that's how I wake up.
Apparently,
That's how my son got conceived.
apparently I'm a goddamn communist.
Hey, Freddie, how are you thinking this game's gonna go, brother? Keith was just on with us, former guest of you that you just had on Friday.
I really don't give a shit what Keith had to say.
So, do you think Tom is gonna win, or is he passing the torch to Mr. Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs?
I think, well, this is the thing. Tom has already won. Tom always wins.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But no, this is what I feel like. I feel like this is the coronation. I feel like the Chiefs are going to be the first team to go back-to-back since the Patriots did it 03-04. Okay, and it'll be kind of the proverbial sort of passing the torch. But that being said, Brady ain't done. He'll be back next year. But no, I think that Mahomes and company are going to take care of business. I mean, personally, I want them to, but I truly believe that that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Hey.
One thing
Either way, it'll be a great story no matter what. I mean, because you have Tom if he wins his 7th championship and everything that he'll do, and I would be happy for Bruce Arians, obviously.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. He deserves it.
But no, man, I'm hailing to the Chiefs tonight.
Yeah.
That's a big question: is how the heck they were able to keep their name in Washington had to change up.
Well, I get
know,
it to an extent,
Not only that,
but
they
it's
took.
dumb.
I think it's
took Hail
coming.
to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They straight up
think it's
took
coming,
it.
though.
Yeah, they do use "Hail to the Chiefs."
They
Like,
took it
that's
at the end of the Super
First
Bowl.
of all, that should "Hail to the Chiefs" should only be played for the president of the United States, right? Isn't that the
Yes,
song that gets played
that
for the
is.
president?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it was changed by
I don't know,
Donald
I-
Trump.
I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
wearing
I
a Santana
might
Moss
have.
right now?
It changed a lot,
No,
but
what
I
are
don't
you
think that
wearing?
was it.
No, but Freddie, I wanted to thank you a lot, dude, because you've been a big fan of the pod. One of the great friend to us. I mean, when my wife lost her grandmother over the week, Freddie
Buffalo
Ham,
chicken dip,
Andy
$10.
Burns,
that.
and Maddie
Yeah.
Crocker all sent us flowers the day
Yeah.
that we were moving her apartment out. I couldn't thank you enough, Freddie. You are a fantastic human, my friend. I can't thank you enough for your friendship and your support. You're a great dude. If you haven't already, the HT We Are podcast,
Yes,
go check them out.
Fantastic podcast that Freddie's got there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the credit that myself and Maddie Jane we do not for all the credit that we do not deserve. But I gotta say, Kyle, and I appreciate. I'm glad that you and your wife appreciated the gesture, but it wasn't just me. I can't take credit for that. It was myself, it was Andy, and it was Maddie Jane. So
Oi.
it was all of us.
Oi. Yeah. Well, thank you, Freddie. We're gonna move on. Jesse has been trying to call in for the last hour
All right,
now. It
peace out.
seems
Hey,
like.
you guys enjoy the game.
Hey, you too,
Hey,
brother.
all right, man. Take it easy. Thank you. We will talk to you soon. Jesse, are you here now?
I am here. Can
You are
y'all
good
hear
to
me?
go, finally.
God.
It
Oh
only
my
took 17
goodness.
tries, but we got you. We got you in
Hey,
here.
I'm glad to be here, guys.
20
I'm doing
20
this
times
over
the
my
charm.
phone.
That's right.
Yeah. Duke wants to say hi too. So he
hey, Duke. Hey, I thought you said that you were drinking tonic. I saw you drinking Bud Light. What's going on, dude?
I'm starting soft right now. If I started drinking gin and tonic this early, I'd be knocked out by like 9 o'clock.
What did you say you were going to do again? You said you were going to get a bottle of Tanqueray and some bubonic chronic. Was that your exact words?
That's it, man.
I may have switched it up a little bit, added something in there, but you did say Tanqueray.
Yeah, some Tanqueray and tonic. I got to go bougie, man.
There you go. That's.
Now, Jesse, we were able to ask a couple of the guys about their thoughts with Sam Darnold coming as a possible quarterback for the Washington football team. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, look. I would be upset if we spent more than a third-round pick on him.
Yep, that's what Reed said.
Possibly like a conditional fifth, like in 2022. He hasn't proved anything to me that he deserves anything more than that. Right. You know, when quarterbacks come into the league, they show you something if they can elevate the talent that's around them. And he hasn't been able to do that. Right. Yes, the Jets are a mess. Adam Gase is probably one of the worst coaches in NFL history.
Yeah.
But he should be able to elevate the talents at least a little bit around him. And it just doesn't seem to be able to do it.
And
you know?
That's the thing.
Jim Zorn's probably pissed off you just said
that.
Yeah,
Jim Zorn's like, I don't know. I could same with Steve Spurrier. And he was a Washington coaches for the last however many years. But no, I think you're right.
He's got
so
talent
much to prove.
I wasn't high on him coming out of the draft out of USC. I really wasn't.
He was my favorite quarterback that draft. I was so surprised when Baker went number 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look.
I know
he does have some talent.
We're all wrong.
It's got to scare you. It's got to scare you when he comes on a press conference and say that he sees ghosts. That would frighten the crap out of me if I was a coach. I you know, if we get him, don't you know, if we put out a first round pick for him, I would be pretty highly upset.
That's what's being reported right now. Like I said earlier, I think that's obviously the Jets are probably putting that out there because that's where the starting negotiations are going to be. It'll end up being probably a third round pick, I would imagine, because nobody. I'm sure a lot of coaches see how all the abilities that Darnold has and probably liked him coming out and met with them and stuff, but he hasn't proven anything. You're right. He hasn't proven that he can make people better. Yet he hasn't proven that he can win. He hasn't proven that he can even play well, to be honest.
Right. So. And Jesse, before we let you go, brother, I have to get your prediction for this Super Bowl. Who is Tom Brady going to get it, or is Pat Mahomes going to take it from his old prying fingers?
It's the passing of the torch tonight, man. Mahomes is going to get it. He's going to be the new GOAT starting tonight. You know, it's the passing of the torch, and I don't think Brady can do it. I think the Chiefs are going to pull it out.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you, Jesse. If you guys haven't already, go check out the Bleeding Burgundy podcast.
Another fantastic
Jesse
podcast.
just started it up. Fantastic. I was able to join him on Wednesday. Make sure you guys go check that out. You can find him on Spotify and iTunes. Make sure you do that. It helps me get through the day. I'm sure it's going to be the same for you guys. All right, Jesse, you have a great one, brother. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
You too. Appreciate it. Absolutely.
All right. That was, dude, what a great line of callers that we just had.
Yeah, we're having Keith, our favorite so far.
Keith, Jesse, and Freddie. I mean, my goodness, you can't get much better than that, dude. Three great people. Right. Absolutely. Now our next lined up caller is Damien. Damien, are you there, sir? You got to connect to your audio, brother. You just got to click on that audio button to say connect, and we got you lined up, ready to go. And kickoff is going on right now. Tampa Bay is receiving. Oh, is it going to be a run back? No, Devin Hester magic tonight, sir. Damien, we just got to get you to connect it, brother. You just got to connect your audio. Okay. Do we got somebody else waiting? Hey, it's probably Mia Khalifa, dude.
Well, Jimmy Moreland probably got her to call in.
Yeah. Absolutely. How you doing, Mia? How you doing tonight? How are you enjoying the kickoff for the Super Bowl? She's muted right now, fellas.
Okay. All right. Yeah. As soon as we see that audio.
As soon as you see Mia come on here.
Okay. There's a first pass out.
Hi, Mia. How you doing?
How are you?
You just got to unmute it. I think that's on your end. Any second. Dude, what if the first play goes off for like an 80-yard touchdown?
Well, it
right
didn't.
now?
It just
didn't.
went
It just
to
went for
a
2.
2-yard game.
Oh, did it? Oh, no. Sorry. Look, I'm all 4 beers deep. It multiplies.
Okay. All right. Well, we lost Mia. It's all right. We'll get her back. But right now the Super Bowl is going 2nd and 8. Tom Brady. There's the handoff to Leonard Fournette. Fournette's going to bring that up for about 3 yards.
Are you just doing play-by-play now?
I'm going to see. I'm going to test my play-by-play.
That's not the focus of this.
You got to do it as Gruden if you're going to do it.
No, I'm going to. Just wait for it.
This first drive is going to be so huge for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Trying to like establish their will on the Kansas City defense.
Yeah.
Because if they're able to just drive right down the field and score points right away, I don't think Kansas City is going to be able to have enough in the tank to get it done.
I don't know. Kansas City always has just something magical.
That's the thing.
They have a horseshoe
Andy
shoved
Reid, man.
somewhere way deep.
Then it's the perfect mixture of not only is it just Andy Reid, but it's Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Like, they're just so loaded. Like, remember how many points they were down last year in the playoffs on 2 separate occasions and ended up coming back? They were down in the Super Bowl. Didn't matter. And Patrick Mahomes, first time ever playing.
Look, here we go. Chris Godwin in the playoff game against Washington.
Yes.
There was numerous drops that he had that were very questionable. He just had another one on an out route that was on 3rd and 6 and incomplete. Again, hit him right in the hands.
Yeah.
Popped right out. And now
he's a free agent next after this game, isn't he?
Rumors are they are going to do everything that they can to either franchise him or sign him. So
I saw a report that New England's targeting him for a 4-year deal.
They are, but then just today it came out that Tampa's not. They're not letting him
How
go
is
anymore.
Tampa going to be able to afford him?
Well, they're gonna attempt to franchise him, and then next year they're screwed.
They just paid huge money for Mike Evans,
but
not too long ago.
At the same time, Tom Brady will take a pay cut in a heartbeat. Tom Brady did that all the time in New England.
Yeah, but will he do it there though?
Yeah, well, he'll make more money. He'll make more money if you let him to a Super Bowl. And it's
He's there. He wants to win and he wants to he loves the game.
Himself
but he took a lot of pay cuts in New England.
He did take out. That's true.
He's not going to do that anymore. He's old.
Especially now that he's not getting taxed, and now that everybody's making fun of him for Giselle making
more than
a lot more than him.
He should be grateful for that because that was a dude that was like was a dude that was a leading guy for UGG boots for a while. You know, that he's getting made fun of for Giselle making more. He should be forever grateful.
I don't understand how anyone can make fun of him. I'm sorry.
I know.
He's the greatest player of all time. There's no more argument. I don't care if he loses this game.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He still had six rings.
It was over when he came back from the Falcons 28-3.
Right. This brings up such a funny story. My buddy Donnie, we were over partying at his house one night. This is his friend Jordan. And he comes up to me and says, "Hey, Kyle, man, you believe all those people making fun of Tom Brady for kissing his son on the mouth? Do you think that's weird?"
Do that.
You know what?
That was weird.
Maybe that's why he wins. Who knows?
That's true. Maybe
it's because he loves his kids.
No, maybe
he wins because of that. Who cares?
Or young boy saliva is the key to life.
Dude, it was the weirdest sports question I've ever been asked before in my life. Like, I don't care if Tom kisses a kid in the mouth.
See, this is going to be a problem for Kansas City having both of their tackles out, and after seeing
this is what we talked about before.
After seeing what the Bucks did last game to the Packers, it's this.
Shaquille Barrett, number 58, being able to come in, get right on Pat Mahomes, and forcing a quick incompletion. Look, now it's a 3rd and 7 for Kansas City. Defense imposing their will to start of the Super Bowl. And I say this time and time again, defense wins championships. I'm sure I'm going to be proven wrong at some point with this game.
Yeah, I was about to say the last 10 years have kind of been like,
everyone's, the emotions are all jittered. The emotions are all jittered up,
as long as you have an average to above average defense, you can win a Super Bowl.
Hey, a lot of credit to Todd Bowles, man.
Look at Mahomes. Look at the boy.
He's got the wheels.
Mahomes being Mahomes.
No limp. And he's able to rush to the first down to give a new set of downs to the Kansas City offense.
I love his old man jog, though.
Yeah.
No, that's the best.
Cute. Did you see the Tyreek Hill interview?
Yeah,
where he said what is his favorite Pat Mahomes moment? He said every time he comes in the huddle and talks like a frog.
And talks like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, guys, we're going to want to ring white. Ring white." He sounds like a mixture of Alex Jones and Kermit the Frog, though, to be fair, because he has that raspy kind of.
You love Alex
I
Jones.
love Alex. The dude's a nut job.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I had a big bowl of chili this morning.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I can't remember. I had a big bowl of chili this morning.
A 1st and 10 for the Chiefs here. Play clock lying down. Looks like they're in empty sets. Ooh, Pat Mahomes' wheels.
Look at him.
Get outside.
Nope. Yeah, you know.
1 yard gain.
You get back to the line of scrimmage or pick up a yard top, man. Let me tell you,
Jay
man.
Gruden would have been able to tell you that he was going to rush outside the pocket.
And I bet Jay Gruden's not only going to call the play for what it is, but he's going to call what's going to happen during the play. Like, left side's going to break down, man. Mahomes is going to have to roll out to his left. He's barely going to pick up and get enough to the line of scrimmage, but he might stretch the ball out for a yard, maybe tops. And you'll just be like, damn.
Maybe top.
Yeah. Damn, this guy's good.
Dude, I'm telling you, Tyreek Hill, I understand Travis Kelce. Like, one of the most surprising things that I saw was that Travis Kelce is the same age as Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
How is that a thing?
Right? Isn't that crazy?
How is that a thing?
Because Gronk came out younger, obviously. But no, it seems like Gronk's been around forever, and Travis Kelce is a relatively new commodity.
I call Rob Gronkowski RoboCop because the dude is made of half metal at this point. After so many surgeries getting hit, how Travis Kelce has been able to stay healthy throughout all these years, you got to give credit to the guy.
100%.
Bromo Cop. That dude is such a bro.
Dude, he is.
Gronk is like the biggest bro in the world.
I met somebody who actually was boys with him.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, dude, like, is he like legit? And he was like, dude, everyone thinks he's on drugs, but no, that's Gronk, dude.
Speaking of,
it's a white Chase Young type energy.
Yeah, right. It really is, dude. Yeah. It's 3rd and 8 now. Pat Mahomes throwing deep.
He's got overthrows Mecole Hardman.
Overthrown him.
But speaking of former New England tight ends, that we know people that know somebody. I know somebody who went to college with Tim Tebow and Aaron Hernandez and them, and told me a story about how they were hanging out with Aaron Hernandez one night. And let's just say they were like, I could kind of tell this guy was a piece of shit.
Oh, really?
First night.
My cousin went to Florida and like lived in the same condominium as Tim Tebow, and she said like he's an absolute amazing guy.
They said the same thing about Tim Tebow. They're like everything you see is 100% right. You know,
Tebow is the only non-Washington jersey that I own.
Is it?
Really,
that's a good one.
It really is.
Everybody wants to talk about his time in New York. You know that his time in New York was not a complete failure. He actually had a monument made after him in Central Park. Yeah, a bench.
Oh my god! What a terrible! Did you write that down?
I've had so many terrible jokes written for tonight.
You just had that ready.
I have one ready for when Burrows comes on. That says, "Burrows, I'm so fat. The only way I could lose 15 pounds is at a British casino."
Is that a British casino? Does that exist?
I think so. Yeah.
Do they?
I think so. I don't know, but
I don't think they do.
They have
now,
to.
Look, so with 2 punts to start the game, was that it? You can bet on anything, right, in Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine having to place that bet? Would you have placed that 2 punts would start the game?
Depends what odds they give.
Yeah, I mean, so nervous about when it comes to betting. Like, I always feel like I'm gonna be wrong. But
this is where Hall is necessary because Hall has
Hall's
corrupted.
So
yeah, he's like corrupted our warehouse guys now into being huge bettors and everything.
So
I'm jumping in here.
The apps.
I'm jumping in here.
You're coming in.
You're telling
yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Not on video, but I mean, you know.
Okay, but you're talking.
That's probably better for the audience.
Yeah, probably. So, what sport is this?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to you, you say, I don't know about football.
This is the mastermind Winters that we have here chiming in.
Tell me about the Chiefs. Like, what do we know about the Chiefs?
Well, so what we know about the Chiefs is that the Chiefs have the best player in the NFL right now at the most important position in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback. He has the best start.
How old is he?
He's what, 25, 26?
How old is Brady?
Yeah. Tom Brady's 42.
He's 18 years older.
Yeah,
I know the difference in
really?
age is 18 years.
So then it's got to be so that's got to be 24 and 42.
How crazy is that?
It's got to be 24 and 42 or something. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Tom Brady's 42, unless he's 43 now. Todd, I don't know.
I thought he was 48, to be honest.
He could be. No, but
dude, he literally doesn't look like he's 42. Tom Brady does.
He looks younger than when he joined the league.
Yeah,
he does. He had like a fat face when he joined. Like
he's all fat.
Now he's all like chiseled.
That's what happens when you marry a model.
Gives me hope that my head can lose some weight. Fat head.
Yeah, I wouldn't put much money in.
Is this close call or is this like business as usual? Like who's gonna win?
No, this should be a very good game.
This is probably one of the better games of the year, to be perfectly honest.
Probably one of the better Super Bowls matchups that we've had in a long time. Yeah,
it really is because like generally it's like one-sided in a way where it has like a great defense versus like a good, great quarterback or something. This is where it's like 2 high-profile offenses going against semi-average defenses.
Right.
And I don't want to downplay the Chiefs or the Buccaneers defense, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The Bucs were like 21st in the league against the pass this year. So it's not
but
like
they were
they're
first against the run by a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But the Bucs defense, remember how bad they got shredded by Kansas City the first time
Taylor
they played.
Heineke, you mean?
But no, by Kansas City, man. Tyreek Hill had over 200 yards receiving in the first quarter.
Ooh, is that Ronald Jones?
Yep,
is that
Ronald
Rojo?
Jones. Yeah.
Rojo rushing for a first down. Look, man.
They have such a good combination of just skill position players. Like, everybody wants to call Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette busts, but they complement each other very well.
And I'll tell you this right now. If I know the Bucs are loaded at wide receiver.
Yeah.
They got Antonio Brown, Scotty Miller, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin. But if they really want to control this football game, they're going to have to continue running the ball at the way that they are.
Yeah.
If they can keep Pat Mahomes and that offense on the bench, I know that Pat Mahomes can score on a fly.
Right.
But you have to keep up as much time as you can.
You're controlling the clock, and not only that, but Kansas City, I mean, when you think about Chris Jones rushing the passer, you think about Frank Clark, then you think about Tyrann Mathieu back there, you think about L'Jarius Sneed, some of these defensive backs that have Bashaud Breeland. Is Breeland playing tonight?
Yeah, yes. Of course he is.
Okay,
and
good.
look, I said it last week on the pod. I think Bashaud Breeland is playing like a top 10 corner right now.
He's playing fantastic at the moment.
He is strapped city on the edge, playing press coverage and everything. It just sucks to see these former Washington guys in the Super Bowl balling the hell out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy for them, but it's just like, why couldn't we get this out of you? Why couldn't this happen?
I'm the filler
when
because
you
he's
were
taking
with
a
us.
piss.
Right. Well, there
I'm
you
the
are.
filler.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now you're on camera. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good.
This is Todd's stand-in.
Yes. Look, winners. We love you.
Don't say thank you.
I have to
Don't
give
say
you
thank
credit.
you. I don't want credit.
You are an amazing person. You
Thanks,
do
dude.
so much for us on the pod.
I appreciate you, man.
I don't.
Hey, everyone,
appreciate
give
it
a
at
round
all.
of applause
No,
for winners
don't.
for making
I'm
this
gonna
happen.
leave if you do this.
I personally think you should be doing more for us.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Look at the matching tattoo, 17-17. Look at you two.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that your
Dog
jersey, by the way?
face. No, I don't think.
Or no. Yeah, is that the one? One of these is a Cooley jersey.
Oh, that
I'm
was
pretty
mine.
sure.
Yeah, this probably is.
All right, and that was a bootleg that my uncle got me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He asked for a jersey
Didn't
one
I
time.
ask you for a jersey one year?
Yeah.
Because I was going to a Skins game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Woo! The Chiefs just got after Tom Brady and sacked him
I had a
hard,
Chris
dude.
Cooley jersey. I don't
Okay,
know what
Frank
happened to it.
Clark. Yeah, Frank
Frank
Clark
Clark.
just got after Brady. Dude, this might be a defensive game as much as everyone likes to talk about
Well,
it being
will be in
offense.
It will be in the beginning. I
You're right.
think.
They're feeling each other out.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't know anything about football. It's that it's so much harder to know shit about football. It's so much
I was about to
harder.
say
All you gotta do is play
say
Madden.
I know
that you
plenty
don't
of stuff
You
about
say
football,
that you
yeah.
don't know a lot, but you know enough.
It's
You,
just
like,
so
you
much
know what you're
easier because when
looking
someone's
at.
like, "Yeah, did you catch the game?" I'm like, "I don't catch any games. No,
Yeah, no.
I didn't. No."
I don't even catch teams. that
Winners
like
is
it.
Winners is too busy being a man.
I'll check in at some point in the year and be like, "Who's going to the Super Bowl?" I'm like, "Okay."
That winners asked me who was playing in the Super Bowl.
It's. I mean, I don't blame him. He's got real
He's
life.
busy, dude.
Yeah.
Building out cabinets and stuff and shelves for Josh and everything. Like,
Being homeless,
man.
being homeless, and knocking down walls
Being
of
homeless.
houses.
I'm just saying that was some beautiful work.
That was, dude.
That's some beautiful work.
that was
cabinet is
absolutely
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you guys didn't knock down that wall because possibly
So
you'd be
we're
falling
yeah.
through it
So
right now, Josh.
So we're basically remodeling. I don't even know if I told you about this, but we're remodeling. There's like a nook in his house,
I
right?
saw that picture.
All right, so there was a beam. We took the drywall down, and then we find out there's a lot of dead space behind this like blank wall. And I'm like, cool, this bar that we're putting in, we can actually utilize all this space. And so we take the drywall out, and we look at the beam, and I'm like, all we got to do is saw this beam out. And we got all this space, but I look above it, and I see like this sandwiched wood. It's like way thicker than it should be. I'm like, that looks like a beam, but I'm like, I don't know why there would be. Is this you? I was like, I don't know why there would be a beam like right here, like 3 feet off the side of the house. So basically, I call my cousin. He's an architect, and I'm like,
After he
I'm
called
like,
me and
yeah.
downplayed my advice.
Well, you were like, I'm gonna set you up with my uncle or something.
Dude, because
I'll
I told him,
figure
I
it
was
out.
like, dude, I think that's a support beam.
You're like, I think it
but
is.
I don't know enough about it. I don't want you to knock that down.
Yeah. So basically, I call my cousin Jonah, and I'm like, Jonah, is this safe? And he's like, let me see it. And he's like, no, he's like, that's a really bad spot that they put a beam because like it looks like bad planning in the building, and he's like, there's probably something heavy above it, like a tub or something. He's like, don't cut it out. He's like, because that's dangerous. He's like, it's a good chance that it'll like something bad will happen. And I was like, can we just like support it with something else? And he's like, no. And I'm like, and he's like getting like really, really like aggravated that I keep being like, I'm gonna cut it. And I was like, let's say I do cut it. I was like, he's like, let me put it this way: if you cut it, film it. And he's like, and if you live, then send me the video.
Winners, I'm gonna tell you right now, today is the first day that we are going to have the heavy campaign of making you into a Washington football team fan.
Dude, I'm down.
If only they were playing, so we could.
So I've been thinking. Well, I guess you guys. This is super biased. What do you guys want to be like? Could I be a Ravens fan? I kind of been. I've drifted towards the Ravens like for probably the last 10 years.
Because they've been good. It's because they've been good.
They win games. They win football games.
I don't blame you.
As a
we enjoy being depressed.
As a non-superficial fan to two people that are diehards, don't you want to root for a team that wins?
You would love it, but at some point, see, I always say this: you don't choose Washington. Washington chooses
this
you.
Is like every football, like every Washington fan. I feel like.
Trust me, my life is depressing.
He doesn't understand the work we put in.
Seriously, have you ever?
You don't understand.
Have you ever been in an abusive relationship where your wife beats the shit out of you every night? And every night you're like, I'm never talking to her again. And then the next morning you're like, I still love you. And you go back to her. That's what it is with Washington. That's what it is.
Being a Washington fan, I've said this multiple times. It's like being in an airplane, but then you have to jump out of it and evacuate. And on the way down, there's a thunderstorm happening. You get struck by lightning on the way down. You light your parachute, and then something else happens. And then you go into shark-infested waters. That's being a Washington fan. Year after year, you just get piled on and piled on and piled on.
But did you die?
That's all I got to do is just deal with all that?
Yes.
Yeah, you do that, you're fine.
Sounds like I'm a Ravens fan.
Process.
You have to survive a night with Nicole Brown and a waiter with O.J. Simpson creeping up on you.
That sounds specific.
I've been on an O.J. kick lately, man.
I'm letting Todd back in.
So this is the first time that we've been recording in studio for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I will say one of my funniest times of us being in the studio was when Reed farted on camera and it got picked up by the audio. That caused like a 5-minute break, dude. No, we couldn't control ourselves.
That one I didn't even mean to. I thought it was gonna be like it was like I was in class.
It was like a plastic chair and it vibrated it and everything. It was like
I'm just upset your t-shirts don't ship out faster because I have
Oh,
Mike Reed face.
Did
coming.
you get that one? Yes. Yeah.
Dude, who doesn't want Mike Reed's face?
A lot of people. This is the fat fucking head I got here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Aren't those the things?
No, you were the first T-shirt that we did because it was just too perfect. I remember telling Winters to do it, and Winters, while he was putting your face on there, he was laughing the entire time.
I don't mean to just plug your merch, but you know.
Thank you for
plugging the merch there, Todd. I feel like we got a modern day Jake Paul here next to us.
That's right.
Plugging the merch, buying the merch. Have you been the one of me flexing with Hulk Hogan arms?
Hey, Winters, come here.
That's actually
you look
true.
great.
It's actually true. Yeah, that's actually me.
22-inch pythons?
Yeah, those are my pythons. Those are my pythons, I call them.
Pythons.
My pythons.
They got muscles on top of muscles?
Some people say that. Some people don't.
Oh,
there he is, the fantasy king. Yes, he does. You just won your fantasy league.
I did win my fantasy league this year.
You did?
Yes.
How many people?
10 team. 10 people.
Yeah.
10 team. Josh,
I actually won mine too.
Nice.
It was a keeper league.
I won 3 of 5 and finished top 3 in the other 2. So
there you go.
That's good.
I mean, I'm probably better than everybody.
I was in 3. I finished number 3 in 2 of them and won one of them. So
okay, well there you go.
Didn't do too bad.
Yeah, no,
not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, not as good as me, but it's good.
Yeah.
I just.
How much money did you win?
Actually, the only league this year that I was in that was like worth winning, I came in 4th.
Oh,
so
okay.
I didn't get,
that's
no, I came in 3rd and I got nothing. I didn't even get my money back. Yeah. So I would rather be you. Look at him. He's so good. Oh,
Mahomes just.
What's the worst
Sport.
You're the worst fantasy.
What is
that
the worst
I've ever
fantasy
had.
I've ever done? Well, so somehow this year, I
he
was.
doesn't know what fantasy is.
Well,
first of all.
we
We got to break it down.
But okay, so I was
Dungeons and Dragons.
I was in the DC Tweet Team. I was in the DC Tweet Team League, and it was a 20-team league, and I had the first pick, so I picked McCaffrey. So I don't pick again until pick 40. Right. So 39 other players go by.
What do you get? And you had McCaffrey.
And I had McCaffrey, who played in 2.5 games.
Right.
And I still got first place somehow that year.
What?
From playing the waiver wire, just being fantasy.
Dude, the waiver wire is way more
king.
important.
Yeah.
It's that's what people don't
So
realize.
we play a keeper league.
Yeah.
So I had Mahomes in the 3rd round.
Okay.
Because I drafted him as a rookie in the 9th or something, and he just kept moving up. And I was like, Devontae Adams in the 1st, Patrick Mahomes in the 3rd. I was like, this is pretty nice.
Yeah, all right.
All right, I've done worse.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I won. Yeah,
that's what we were talking about.
I won. Oh, the first time okay, so I never really watched football.
Okay.
You know, and I got invited to a draft party just because it was a party from work, and they were like, "Yeah, come over."
You being obsessed with Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, right.
Because you'd always say Saquon.
Saquon. But so I go to this party, and like they already had all the people like who were supposed to be playing, and then like 3 of the dudes ended up not coming to the draft. So they all just look at me and they're like, "All right, you're drafting, you're playing." I was like,
"You're in."
I know nothing about these people who like whatever. And so like the dude, like a guy printed out like a sheet for me. He's like, "Look, here's like all the scores from last year. I don't know how to tell you. Just I mean, if you want, just pick the people who had like the best scores." And like, I was like,
the names you recognize.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know half these people, but I picked them. And I was like, well, here goes $25 because that's what it costs to buy in. I lost my first game and went undefeated the entire rest of the season.
That's not a bad first season.
You know what? I got
usually
second.
That guy.
I lost the Super Bowl.
It is that guy
usually
has never played fantasy before.
I lost the Super Bowl, so I got second place. But still, like literally from that first game, I was like, fuck this.
But you know what then usually ends up.
What? All right, we're good.
Okay, all right, good.
By that I meant, how was that?
But then you know what usually ends up happening after that is then people are like, oh, okay, this is fun, so I'm going to start looking into
again,
it more.
And then...
So then they start going in and they're like, I'm going to do my own evaluations of players. That way I can find sleepers and I can find this. And they don't rely on their board, and then all of a sudden they try to get too sexy with it, and then they just get screwed.
It's like me every other year after that first year until this year.
Yeah, until this year when you start your board. Anybody want to slide over while old dad goes to the little girl's room?
Slide over, Josh. I'm gonna slide over here now.
You guys do have a
Are we getting the
restroom
first...
for feline cats, right? Like I just need a litter box.
First points of the game.
Yeah,
49-yard
Harrison
attempts.
Buck, correction.
Down,
One of the best field goal kickers.
and...
Look, is right down the middle.
Right down.
I mean,
that was beautiful.
Dude, he
couldn't be
he can
better.
kick from 60. To be perfectly honest with you, I pick him every year in fantasy that I can. You know,
I had him. He's on my team this year too.
So the Chiefs are up 3-0 on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is exactly what everyone imagined when they thought about a Buccaneers and Chiefs Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, everyone imagined 3 points in the first quarter and not
watch this game
everywhere.
end like 12-9.
That would be very disappointing. Very
Vegas
I'll go to bed
explode.
really sober.
Like,
I'll be quite all right for work tomorrow. No, I didn't drive down to Virginia this time. You know,
I'm not a bettor, dude.
It's been super convenient, dude.
If the Skins made it in the
Oh yeah,
100%. But would you fade yourself though? Would you bet against Washington for the emotional edge?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I would. Oh yeah, because that way there is a happy ending at some point.
Because I'd be willing to pay money to watch them win.
Right.
But I definitely want money back if I watch them lose.
Yes, exactly. And that's how I view it.
I want the emotional hedge.
Give me that money back.
I would 100%
Todd
just
gets
bet
it
against
because it's a win-win situation. Yeah. Todd gets it.
I need that up. If they lost in a Super Bowl, I don't think you understand the depression I would feel.
Oh my goodness.
For 12 months.
Yeah.
12 months I'd feel this where I'd just be like, oh, we were there. Like
we almost had it. Almost had it.
My wife is an Eagles fan.
Ooh,
so
That's my cousin and his wife.
Right.
They literally have like a divided.
So
like, I'm thinking about putting in like 2 TVs.
Dude, so our second bedroom, which is the office, like she has a desk, I have a desk, and I have our 3 little Super Bowl plaques up, and she didn't have anything for a while, and like I felt bad for her.
Right.
But as a Washington fan, I was like, I mean, it is what it is.
That
like,
sucks to do, man.
You ain't win one. Then that one year that happened, and they won one.
You know what you should do? You should get
and
like
now she's got
an
her
enlarged
plaque.
image of that dude eating horse poop in the Eagles jersey and hang that up on your side.
Dude, that
Wait,
was so crazy.
do that.
Like,
I read her the tweets last night about the Eagles potentially trading Wentz to get Nick Foles back.
To get him back?
To get Nick Foles back, and I was
Lost
like,
it, I'm sure.
Oh, she was very deadpan and looked at me and was like, I don't understand why it's funny. I was like, I'm laughing my ass off. You don't understand why it's funny? She's like, I don't get it. Tell me the joke, Todd. I was like,
okay. Well, so
I'm
essentially,
going to go in the back for a little bit.
Essentially, it was a huge disagreement between Eagles fans of saying that Big Dick Nick or do we go with Carson Wentz, the first round pick? And they said, okay, we're going with the first round pick. We'll let Nick walk because maybe it wasn't all Nick. Now they're looking to trade Wentz and bring Nick Foles back. If I was Foles, I would laugh at him.
Yeah.
I would say, no, I'm good.
Foles has a statue in front of the stadium. Yeah. Imagine being Carson Wentz. You have to drive by that thing every time you walk in, and now you're being traded for him. He took your Super Bowl. It's hilarious.
Todd, like, I know you love your wife. Sometimes.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Absolutely.
But seriously though, like you have to.
No, we're not talking about that.
You have to
Guys,
love,
pay your easy passes, but we're not going to talk about that story right now.
You have to love the dysfunction you're seeing out of Philadelphia right now.
Oh,
it's glorious because we have gone through that
the
for
dysfunction
2 decades.
Out of the NFC East.
Yeah,
dude. Ron Rivera is the longest tenured coach in the NFC
Which
East.
Is so ridiculous to say.
Unbelievable.
He just started this year.
One season. He's the longest tenured coach in our division.
Dude, I've been trying to get Ron Rivera for a long, long time, dude. I've been texting Charlie Mule, who's like the PR director and everything. Like, I've been working my butt off. But obviously this year was harder to do. The dude was going through cancer.
Right.
Like the guy his availability, especially during the season, is impossible.
And it's not to say that he did a lot.
Yeah.
Even going through all that. Again, should have been coach of the year, but, whatever.
Yeah, we're not going to get back into that because look, now I'm going to get all pissed off.
But just saying.
Giving it to Stefanski because I will say, dude, that Brian Flores deserved it. If we're going to talk about getting teams to the playoffs and taking a bad team and turning them good, I think Brian Flores deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you just with Tua and everything down there and all that was going on. I mean, he did great.
Absolutely.
I was impressed with Miami this year.
Absolutely.
I just like historically as a not football all day every day person, I always just knew Miami was like the shitty team. And then I felt like this year, like every time, like every other week I looked and I was like, hey, they beat that person.
So if we're on the topic,
they beat that person too.
We're on Miami.
Yeah.
Fitzmagic or Tua? Who do you go stick with?
Did everyone watch Ace Ventura?
Oh my god, that was
That's the only time I ever
Oh, really?
That was it.
Laces out, dude. Laces
out. Always.
My boy has a Ray Finkel jersey.
No,
yes.
That is hysterical.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That will be a jersey I would cop. I will tell you that. That is a fantastic jersey.
We were ordering from China one time, and they had a Ray Finkel, and it was like, I mean,
why not?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you have to go down that route,
absolutely.
Right? Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Look, Josh, I know you talked about you being the fantasy guru now.
I'm not a guru.
No, apparently you are, Josh. You're just walking in and taking over leagues.
No, dude, my thing is I wait till like the day before the draft and then I just text Reed and be like, hey, yeah, who do I need to like look out for this year? And so he gives me a list and sometimes it works, sometimes
next season.
Hey, and I fucking won this year. I won.
It's funny because he gave me a story where he was like, shit on you. He's like, I didn't expect him to pick everyone in the list.
I didn't pick everybody.
He told me to give him a list.
I didn't pick, but
so,
I won. That's what I'm saying.
Burgundy's own fantasy football league next season?
Yeah, we had one this season, but you weren't able, you are going to be on this season. I will tell you that.
Sounds good.
I won that league.
Bro, with a following, you could do
easy. No, you can't.
No.
So what you can do, winners.
You can, but
let's not bully winners. Winners, what can happen?
I have strengths.
Winners, what can happen is
what are they?
I'm very confused. Can happen is we can have like multiple leagues and essentially all being stemmed from the Burgundy Zone, but like I can be in one league, Hall in one league, or then Reed in one league.
Or could you do a daily fantasy style?
Yeah, that's good.
You could do that.
So like if someone tells
12.
me this number, like don't play in that.
Oh,
I would not go over 12.
Anything more than 12. Anything more than 12. Yeah. I did the mistake of telling Burrows. Burrows, our big fan from the UK, he did a fantasy league for the first time. And he only had like 8 people in the league. And he was like, I'm trying to get more in it. I was like, look, you can always up that. You don't have to stay at 8. You can do more. Then he sent me the invite for the league, and there was 20 teams in the league. And I was like, Burrows, my God. Like, no, don't do that. Actually, Reed won it. And what pick did you have in Burrows' league? Yeah, he had the first overall pick. He picked McCaffrey.
That's the one with 20 teams?
Yeah. He had to wait for 40 picks to this next guy, and he won.
That's because I'm a fantasy god.
No, you're not. No, you are.
I mean, a fantasy draft on this TV here next season would be.
Or is there ever too little?
Oh yeah, like 6 is way too little. 8
is a minimum.
Yeah.
Really?
Like 10-man leagues.
10 is
10-man
fine.
leagues are okay,
12 is
but
ideal.
12 is too much.
No, 12 is like the ideal.
Yeah, 12 is golden ticket. That's what you want to really rock with. Is 12. It's really funny the way that like the draft plays out and like what teams get what players, especially when you get like some douchebag who picks like Kirk Cousins in the first or some stuff like that. Like it completely butchers drafts.
We're playing.
Strategy. If you start losing players,
You gotta pick the next.
Go
best
to the next
person.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hall does that to me all
every
the time.
time.
That's yeah.
I was
All
playing
the
in a
time.
league this year, and teams started picking kickers in the 3rd round.
Oh no!
I was like,
that's
what
the
do you-
league I want to be in.
I was like, what are you doing?
In the
That
draft-
guy actually ended up winning.
Did he
I
really?
came in 3rd, but he played the waivers just well enough.
Okay, that's
Reed,
fine.
it was D'Angelo. I was like, what
Dude, that
why
reminds
are
me
you
of the
picking
Buccaneers
kickers?
are not too far off from when they drafted a kicker in like they traded up
Yeah.
in the 2nd or 3rd round in the actual NFL draft for a kicker. He didn't last 2 seasons and they let him go. And look at him now; they're back in the Super Bowl. He was from Florida State. He was in Florida State. I forget what
if
his
you
name
put Tom Brady, Gronkowski, and Antonio Brown on the Washington football team, we'd be in the Super
we'd be
Bowl
in the
too.
without a
Sure.
doubt.
I mean,
Yeah.
you put them on any team. Right. I mean, I was just saying, if you took the 3 key additions to that team and dropped them in any random city, right? Put them on. What's the closest high
That
school?
was such
to
an
here?
unfair advantage
It
too.
was.
Like Gronkowski was
he was
just
done.
waiting for
Chris
Brady to go.
retired.
Gronk was
Yeah.
the 24/7 champion,
Yeah,
guys. Come on.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
here goes Gronk with the
Speaking of
first
Gronk,
touchdown.
there's the first touchdown.
First touchdown other night goes to Rob Gronkowski. The Buccaneers are taking a 6-3 lead over the Kansas City Chiefs.
That 8K camera, though.
Dude, that looks phenomenal.
Dude, it does.
What a great camera angle.
That was
to have.
we had that for the first time they showed that. It was like a Washington football.
Was it
game.
really?
It
That's
was.
awesome.
And they showed it, and everyone was like, Twitter went crazy for a minute. They were like, what is this camera?
Why does it look so good?
Why is it so crispy? Why am I playing Madden right now?
You're right. That's exactly what it looks like. He's right on the field, right next to the players.
Oh, I mean, he's the one cameraman that's allowed to cross that yellow line.
Of course, the first touchdown has to be Tom Brady to Gronkowski.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what other way is it going to play out, right? The Patriots just have to find their way back in there.
Actually, I thought Kelsey, as far as Vegas odd goes, I think Kelsey was the favorite.
Oh, was he really?
Over
Yeah,
Gronk? Or for the first touchdown?
Over everyone. For first touchdown, Kelsey was the favorite, I believe.
Like, can you imagine, like, just having like nothing else to do but bet on random things like that?
That'd be
Like
great.
first touchdown,
Unlimited money. There you go.
I mean, I would love it. Prop bets are the best. It's so
I'm
much
not-
better than
so-
the actual game itself.
I'm not a bettor though, so like whenever
neither.
I hear like the junkies talk about prop bets,
I
and
like
stuff, like I have
stupid
no idea what
bets.
they're talking about.
I don't want to like get upset. I don't want to be angry at myself. I like the stupid bets, like the anthem. I like who's
okay.
gonna score the first touchdown. Yes, they didn't have that one this year. They didn't have the Gatorade color one this year.
What do they do with the anthem? Like, who's gonna sing it?
It's
No,
it's
over, under, how
over
long?
under on
Oh.
on time, and this year it would have gone over.
It's
but-
funny because I mentioned it earlier. The Big Douglas show, our guy, their big friend Doug, he had Chris Long on. And he talked about it, and he said country singers never go over.
No.
Bet the under. But if it's like a gospel singer or whatever, have you go the over. They're gonna do it.
Okay.
And it looks like so. And then somebody ruined that for us.
I know. Well, someone DM'd me the video last night, and they were like, just in case. And it was, I was like, oh, this is good. But
you have to imagine they're gonna find out who that person was.
I mean, it was on their Twitter.
Yeah,
they
they're
don't
gonna
care.
be
They were
fired.
sitting.
Yeah.
No, it was someone sitting outside the stadium. Like it was a
Oh.
video of them holding a phone with a timer and the stadium in the background, and you
No
could just
way.
hear it because
Oh.
they were doing a dress rehearsal.
Oh my! What a genius that
Wow,
guy
yeah.
is.
Right? I was like,
They probably had a lot of money on that then.
I'm not
how do you
even
get
mad.
that?
That's smart
First,
as shit.
I'm mad he ruined it for everyone else, but
Yeah.
like you have to try.
You know, Vegas has to be pissed that they had to refund all that money back.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
they
guy
would have had
better
to
be
pay
going
out
to
some of it
hiding.
too. But
I wouldn't trust Vegas. I'd go into hiding, dude. Somebody's
Yeah,
coming
right.
looking
Someone's
for
gonna
you.
find that guy.
have you downloaded the sportbook apps around here yet? Like the FanDuel and all that? Dude, they've been doing stupid promotions where it was like the Wizards, if they, for every 200 people that bet on the Wizards, they'd give you an extra point. So it was like Wizards plus 139 points against anyone. I was like, all right, yeah, let me just win 50. I drove. I was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to go to Virginia and casually get $50 just because. Because they're not going to lose by 130 points. It just has never happened. So, like,
they were doing that bet?
Dude, they're trying to get people to sign up so that you continue to bet. It was the first day they opened. It was like, will LeBron...
It's Kevin.
Cracky.
It was, will LeBron or Giannis combine to score more than 1 point? Bet 50 to win 50. I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to drive to Virginia and just make $50 in a 20-minute drive and come back home. Like,
who wouldn't place that bet? I thought it was like more sophisticated than that, but that makes sense on their part that they just want people to bet and they want to create.
Right, they want the buzz.
Yeah.
Is it Cracky from Sports Junkies?
Yeah. What's going on, Kevin?
He's connecting.
Sorry. Kevin, always got to ruin everything.
Look at Gronk. I bet Gronk's about to go shotgun a beer after that.
Dude, he's already ready, dude. He's boofing it.
Oh, there he is. There's old Keverino.
Look at that ugly mug, dude.
Oh, hold on. He's connecting to audio.
Connect your audio, douche.
Oh, there he is.
What's up, baby?
There he is.
Not yet?
No?
We're almost there. No.
Hey, make sure you got a microphone, Kev. Oh, that's a big return, dude. Kansas City's going to start out from their 40. Who's 13? Is that Pringle?
Yes.
Yeah, Bryce Pringle, whatever his name is.
Cracky, now turn on your microphone, man.
Turn on your microphone, Kevin.
I'm unmuted.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
What's up, boys? How y'all doing, man? Happy Super Bowl.
You sound great. Happy Super Bowl.
How do you like seeing your divisional rival in the Super Bowl? I'm sure you're feeling awesome.
You know that scene in Batman where like the whole stadium collapses? I'd be fine to do today. Down with like
you have
like,
Joker
they do, like,
brain.
the
That was such a
death.
Joker thing to say.
Yeah, dude.
Joker brain. You're
pain.
sick. I know, but he's sick and twisted
I mean,
like the Joker.
as a Raider fan, I have no love for the Chiefs, and I have no love for Tom Brady. So
You're probably miserable. The fumble.
Yeah. if Bane wants to hit the button, let him do it.
Well, what about the Bucks? You shouldn't like the Bucks either, as a Raiders fan.
As he said.
Oh yeah, okay.
Dude,
well, no, he said he didn't like Tom Brady. I'm talking about the Bucks because the Bucks
yeah,
and the
just in
Raiders
general.
Super Bowls. Yeah. And
like
the whole John Gruden thing.
That's why I made some delicious nachos and some wings, and I just started watching. Been listening to you guys. Love what you guys are doing today.
No, you don't.
Reed, you blew it, man. You jinxed it. Tom Brady got his touchdown. You said earlier he wasn't gonna get it, and then he got it.
So I know we're being PG with this,
So,
but one of Kevin's bits that he did when we did our draft, our big drunkies draft, is he walked up and he put his nuts on everybody's car handle. And then took a picture while doing it. I swear to God, he couldn't get. I had a truck at the time,
hey,
so he said he tried to do it, and he couldn't reach it.
And not.
Was it like full balls?
Dude.
Even your middle one?
Dude, I had singed hairs afterwards. Like it was in the middle of summer. It was like August, so everybody's car was like 100 degrees.
Oh.
So I was really happy with like the plastic handles. But if you had like a regular handle on there, it was like. Not about that. But, dude.
Couldn't get off it.
I love how John Cena.
Yeah, dude, I got stuck. But it was all worth it. Hey, I have made it deep into the playoffs every year since then, so I'm not coming in Sacco last place again. So the good luck is over. I also gave them various subtle nut shots throughout the year. So unless they want to see him again, they will not make sure I'm like the last place team.
What Kevin will do is like he'll post like our normal picture. But like he'll be at the gym or something like that, like posing like with the dumbbell or something. You won't notice it, but his nuts will be hanging out. Like he'll post it in the chat all the time. Dude.
So you're one of those guys.
Hey guys, look at my jersey. Look at this jersey. I got it.
So you're that friend that's super proud of his nuts.
I mean, they've been with me forever. I can back them up. Like, I believe in what they.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Todd just said it sounds like you guys are attached at the hip.
Oh man, dude, we've been together for a while. I hope we'll be together forever, but I have too many more kids, man.
Well, you know what they say about marriage. You might not. Cracky, what's it like? What's dad life been like for you?
So this past 2 weeks we've been sleep training, and it's gotten hostile on the home front, but we're starting to get some good nights.
Same,
and,
same. That's why I was late today. What
oh my gosh.
What how old? You have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
How old?
9 months.
9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah. a Raiders fan, man, dude, I'm not gonna let her deal with this Washington nonsense. Like, we gotta make sure. We gotta make sure that this girl likes the silver and black, man.
I'm like debating whether or not to put my son through this. I think I'm going to because I want to make a man out of him.
That's a tough decision to make, dude. But look, to be honest,
character builder.
Between the Raiders and the Washington football team, I don't think there's much difference there, bud.
I mean, they're basically East and West Coast of the same exact team. We've even had Gruden coaches at the
I was gonna say the
same time.
Yeah, that's true. We are the same.
How sad are you that you didn't get Derek Carr?
I'm not that sad. I mean, it would have been too big of a price tag. I would have liked him for the right price.
Not as sad as you are that you have to keep him.
Dude, Derek Carr's a good quarterback, man. I don't care what anybody says. Derek Carr's really good.
All I say is, as long as he's better, I'll take it. You know, but there's only 10 quarterbacks that are probably better than Derek Carr. So unless I'm getting one of them,
right? He's in that next tier, kind of under. He's with Matthew Stafford and stuff in like that.
He's Alex Smith without Tyreek Hill.
Right.
He's Alex Smith without Tyreek Hill.
Okay. I think he's better than Alex.
Yeah.
Well, not Alex when he basically handed the keys to the car of the Chiefs.
Alex Smith has a tricep for a calf muscle right now.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Hey, dude, I'll say this. He was the best quarterback in the league with one leg.
He was.
It was really good.
Absolutely.
He was pretty good.
And until the Washington football team beat the Steelers' ass on Monday Night Football, whoa, boys, good job. I was thinking that Robert Wade was going to get comeback player of the year, but after Alex Smith got it.
Yeah, people were so stupid for thinking that.
Kevin literally went back and forth with me on this and saying that Alex was not going to win it.
The second Alex Smith touched the field,
like that was
over.
Such a big deal. Like that was a war injury. That
was like, so what? He almost got his leg amputated.
For him to even walk is a miracle.
It wasn't like it was like his.
Not only that,
Aaron Donald right on your back.
His wife and kids were in the stadium, in the stands when that happened, just getting destroyed by Aaron Donald immediately.
Oh my god.
Her face that whole time, I was like, she deserves an award too.
And you
like,
remember Aaron Donald? Remember Aaron Donald on the sideline, and he was like that leg is strong.
Well, hey guys, I just wanted to call in and say you're doing an awesome job. I enjoyed the show. I was prepping some barbecue chicken nachos. I was making some wings. I'm about to enjoy it. Oh, dude. A little bit of cashew, a little bit of almond. I don't know. Like, it's whatever it is. It's shaped.
Hey, Kevin.
But then, we'll have a good time.
Brother.
Big old.
Hey, real quick, just in honor of Sports Junkies. I don't have a shot glass, so I take a shot. So I'll just sip on this 9.5% stout for you guys.
9.5%. I'll drink with you with this water that I got here because I'm in a cutting phase.
Just all we got to know is next year, this time for the Super Bowl, we all got babies. So
that's true. You got a month, Kyle. You got a month until your life is officially over.
Hey, Mike, did Kyle tell you he was going to name his son Bitcoin?
He was going to name him Bitcoin?
No, Dogecoin. Dogecoin. Sorry, I don't know. I just don't think cash is going to be.
I get it. That's so funny. That's a good joke. That's a really good. That's funny.
I got one more for you. Do you know what a polar bear's favorite color is?
What's a polar bear's favorite color?
Burgundy. All right, y'all. Peace.
Burgundy?
Oh, Burgundy.
Burgundy. Okay.
Oh, God.
Remember, Coach Savage.
I know. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the hospitality, but I'm rolling out.
Are you taking off?
I am. I got to go home and make some food and eat some.
Them babies. Because you're going to be in the baby trade next year, too.
Am I? What do you know that I don't know?
I'm jinxing you now.
That's right. Yeah, we'll see.
By the way,
Todd, I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
And you have no idea how clutch the baby monitors that you guys bought were, because those ones have like the temperature on it, and you're supposed to keep the temperature in the room.
I have one that has the temperature on it.
So that's good. It's got to be between 68 and 72 degrees. So anytime I see it jump up to 73, I'm like, fuck no. Not happening. My baby's
Thanks,
not.
Todd. I got it now.
Not my baby.
Taken care of.
Yeah, got it. And by got it, I mean I'm literally going to make a fire with paper next to his bed. Because I'm poor.
Right.
We live outside. I don't have a house. Winters knocked all the walls down with a hammer when he was trying to install a mini bar.
Winters didn't know that was a support beam.
Yeah, he didn't know it was a support beam. Yeah, what a bad idea. What a
He's got time to do all that,
yeah.
but I never got my cigar box. What?
What cigar
Oh,
box?
he was gonna make me a humidor, like a legit humidor. I was.
Dude,
Yeah.
so I'll tell you this. I wasn't a big cigar guy until I went to Nick Rowley's wedding a couple years ago, and there was like a bunch of Russian dudes there, like hardcore cigars.
Oh yeah, you're with a Russian, you're smoking a cigar.
Yeah, and I smoked. I was like,
And
dude,
you
this is
have to-
actually phenomenal. Like, I can actually get through.
And they're
it,
like,
dude. It's
and they're
a
like, you like that cigar taste? You like that? You come back to Mother Russia, I'll give you bigger cigar, okay?
You get many cigars.
I'm with Russian Mob right now.
All right,
Number
boys.
one.
Well, thank you so much for
Appreciate
let me
it,
come
Todd.
hang out.
I thought we were gonna elbow it.
Yeah.
It's COVID.
Corona,
Right, Todd.
dude,
Thank
Corona,
you.
dude.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
finally coming on, and we'll have you on again when we're doing it normally.
Yeah, let me know.
Have fun watching the
Absolutely.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, you guys too.
Make sure you get your Uber here. Make sure you tip your Uber, all right, dude?
Yeah.
Will do.
Tip the Uber driver.
Tips the Uber.
The Uber.
So it's still 7-3, by the way, everyone. I know you're still watching. I know you're watching Super Bowl, but it looks like the Bucks are driving down the field there, Mikey.
Yeah.
Pat
This
Mahomes
is.
sitting
I
there
mean,
talking like a frog.
the thing is,
What do you gotta think the score's gonna be?
you can never ever count Kansas City out, but right now,
Oh, Tom's
Tampa's
going.
looking good on all phases. Oh,
Mike
and-
Evans, dude.
Yeah. Good for Evans finally getting in a Super Bowl, by the way. One of the most underrated players in NFL
seriously.
history. In NFL
Seriously.
history, he's one of the most
I
underrated
remember
players.
when we were playing them for the week for the playoff game, and people were like, "Oh no, Mike Evans is playing this week. He's not." I was like, "Of course he is, dude. You think
Yeah.
Mike Evans is gonna miss this playoff game?"
Do you think the dude he's just been nothing but consistent, nothing but 1,000-yard receiver, and he's never mentioned in top 5 receivers in the NFL?
Dude, I talked about it on the pod. We had, I think Scott Hartley asked us, what player from the Super Bowl matchup would you want
Yeah,
on
you
the
said,
Washington right
yeah.
now? And Mike Evans, dude.
Yeah.
The dude is a straight-up baller.
Yeah.
I would take him any day of the week. And obviously, everyone's going to pick Tyreek and Pat Mahomes because of where they are right now. But
I'm an Evans fan.
But Mike
Yeah,
Evans
Mike
was
Evans
like
is
literally
mon-
the only
he's a
thing on their
monster.
offense for the longest time.
Yeah. That he was their offense. And then Chris Godwin kind of came out. But, hey, I was just thinking about this because I just saw who their backup was. How bad would it suck for Tampa if something happened and Blaine Gabbert came into the game?
Did you see Blaine Gabbert's Instagram post at one time?
No, I don't
Where he
follow
posted
him.
him and Tom Brady standing next to each other, and his caption was "Real gangsters move in silence."
That's good for him.
Cringe, bro.
That is
so cringe.
cringy.
Blaine Gabbert. Why you gotta butcher a Lil Wayne lyric, man? What is your deal, bro?
It's Blaine Gabbert. He
Hey,
messes
seriously, we haven't
everything
talked
up.
about, but Hall's not here, obviously.
Yeah,
but
we
Hall,
wish-
we're gonna come back on Tuesday.
We wish Hall was here.
I know. I wish Hall was here. Now, I'm telling you, drunk
empty
Hall's
halls.
the funniest.
Oh, I would pay to
At
see
my
that.
bachelor party
Here during this.
You were there at the
Oh,
bachelor
yeah,
party.
yeah.
There's like
I
a
was at the
two-decker
bachelor party.
house, right? And there's like a door, like it's in the middle of the patio out front of the top door. And there was a beer pong table we had set up and everything. Hall got so drunk by like 2 p.m. that Hall had like passed out asleep, like right in front of the door, the front door. So he was like passed out. The people had to move Hall out of the way to walk into the house, and he never woke up.
That.
Dude, Hall is one of my favorite people.
That was the
in the world.
least tame thing we could have put on there.
Whose mic is that?
Dude, that
Hall
was,
was
hey,
so
now
petty.
it's second and goal. Looks like Tampa Bay might be getting another touchdown.
What was for?
Cameron Brate's
Cameron,
motioning
yeah,
out wide
but
to the
he's
left.
got
Ronald
Honey-
Jones in the backfield.
got Honey
Oh,
Badger
play
on him.
action to a lineman. No, lineman touchdown.
Good play, good
Oh.
play by who was that? That's
Who's-
is that
who is
Hitchens? Is
53?
that Hitchens?
No,
Is that Hitchens?
That would've
Is
been a big
that
man touchdown,
No
too.
touchdown.
that's not Wirfs, is it? Who is that?
No, that wasn't Wirfs. Wirfs
That's like
is,
a,
Wirfs is
it looks like
mixed.
his name is Bunyan.
That's
That guy, you just look at his face. Looks like his last name is Bunyan.
Whoops.
yeah. Was that?
That was perfect.
That was
defense.
Hitchens that broke that
Yeah,
one up.
Hitchens.
Yeah.
Cowboys fans everywhere blown.
Yeah. Well, good. Oh, that was
Yeah.
yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Cameron Brate's in motion to the right.
Is
Oh,
then
Ronald Jones.
Jones.
We
He
got
stopped.
stopped.
No,
He got
second
stopped.
chance. He's
Oh, the ball's out. Ball's out.
Kansas
Oh,
City better hope.
You better get that ball, dude. That thing's still live. That might be a touchdown.
Did Tristan Wirfs just score a touchdown?
Yeah, he should. That should be a touchdown if you recovered that in the end zone. So it
It
might be
depends
fourth and
on
goal.
it depends on if his knee was down or not, though, and if the ball already crossed the plane, all that good stuff.
This is phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah,
Do this more often.
Yeah.
Fucking live streaming during the game. This is awesome.
we should do this for next week's game. Oh no, that was
Oh
that,
no, he was down. That elbow. Was
I don't
down.
know. They put it in fast motion immediately.
4th and goal. They're going for it.
Oh, look at Vita Vea moving up to tight end. Oh, well, I wonder what side they're running to.
Ooh, touchdown. Dude, he got stopped again? No way
I don't know if he crossed
again.
it.
No way he got stopped again.
I don't know if he crossed it.
No way.
Who was that who laid that first hit on him? Because, oh, my God.
That was absolutely insane. That Tyrann Mathieu did that?
Wow.
Tell me Tyrann stopped him.
Wow.
Ooh. That's Wilson. Wilson stopped him at the goal line.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, terrible field position, but wow, that is
you
huge.
You would take the terrible field position over having the touchdown given.
That's not even a question.
I will say this right now. As much as it's a low-scoring game, it's been a great Super Bowl so far.
Yeah, so far it's been very good.
Commercials we haven't really been paying attention to.
Yeah, I need to start. I love these commercials.
Oh, snap. Dude, you got hit with a lemon? That grapefruit? What is that? Oh, it's a Bud Light seltzer commercial. That's all right. It's not that good. So wait, it's Bud Light seltzer lemonade, but in different flavors.
Yeah.
Doesn't make much sense.
I'm not.
I'm all down for like an Arnold Palmer type of situation that they got going on there. But if you're talking about like cherry lemonade and stuff, like you've got me. I'm out of it.
Arnie Palmy alert.
Arnie Palmy alert.
Dude, that's my jump right there, dude.
Yeah. Are they?
I'm a sweet tea guy.
I'm a huge sweet tea guy.
And I remember Serge, our good friend of the pod.
Yeah.
He had a conversation. He was like, "Dude, what is with people in like unsweet tea? Like, what is with that?
People who drink unsweet tea, I don't trust."
So, but that's the thing is, I told him, I said, "Look, I'm a sweet tea mark. I'll always have sweet tea. But if I had to choose between water or nothing or unsweetened, I'll go with unsweet tea, just because a little extra flavor."
Okay. Over water?
Yeah.
I'm a big water guy.
Like if you're having dinner, like let's say.
Yeah, well, that's because you can't really drink water with like steaks and shit.
Yeah, I know. You got to spice it up a little bit. You got to add a little flavor. You got a little twang.
I feel you.
Speaking of adding a little twang, looks like we got a little Huckabee here.
What is this?
Is that your nickname for me?
Yeah,
Huckabee?
Little Huckabee.
I guess so. Now it is.
Have any nicknames for me?
Yeah, but we can't tell you them because we say them behind your back. We should have paid for an ad for two things. We should have paid for an ad for an elevator company, and we should have said extraordinary elevators will never let you down. And then we should have done one for your guys' podiums and said extraordinary podiums. Now that's a product I can really get behind.
That's
good, dude.
That's the point. I told all you guys I was going to have bad jokes lined up for the entire day.
You got to fill space, and then you end up making more.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Dude, that is so
anyway, a moth walks into a podiatrist's office.
Oh, the call stands. He got stopped short of the goal line. Wilson with the tackle of the game. Wow.
Tap what?
Wow.
That's amazing.
Look, they say football is a game of inches, and that right there, that play in particular.
If they would have
exactly
scored right
why.
there, this would be a completely different ballgame.
Yeah, absolutely. At 14-3. I don't know. I don't want to speak for her.
Well, he lied and said that, but turns out 4 inches isn't.
We should all have stats.
Like what? How big? No. Oh, for the game?
What you're trying to say? Well, what's the over under? The Bucks get a safety here. Would you be willing to bet money right now?
I mean, with this lack of tackles and with their pass rush, they could. Or what if they get a pick six? Easy, quick pick, a pick six on a slant.
Dude, watch Tyreek Hill take it to the house.
I could see that. Just a quick out. That's what they. Tyreek, there he is, wide open.
Dude,
look at how good he is.
Better take it to the house, dude.
Oh my God! I was like, Kyle,
dude,
did you call that?
Yeah.
He's the shiftiest dude in the world.
Seriously though, if you watch Tyreek Hill,
terrible parent though. Terrible parent. He's beaten his kids numerous times. Yeah. Yeah. Just Google Tyreek Hill and children.
If you watch his game film, it looks like it's sped up, and it's not. It's just that guy is that fast.
Did you see that throw by Mahomes real fast? Did you see how close that was? It was that close. Oh, he's a
3 of 10 for 23 yards is Pat Mahomes' stats right now. Dude, the tackles are a huge issue. What is going on with Mahomes?
He's feeling the pressure.
Well, he's not
quarterback for the Chiefs. Yeah, the best quarterback in the league right now.
For me, it's for the fans, Kyle.
He's not in Mahomes anymore. He's on my road.
He's on my road.
He's on my road. He's on the road, not on Mahomes.
Oh my god, dude, you got the dad jokes on lock. Dude.
Yeah,
James is gonna be fine.
I got him quick.
One of my favorite Snapchats from you is when James farted on you.
Dude, that was
James.
loud though. That like
that's your.
Sounds like my.
I got friends with kids like they fan farts. They just
dude.
It sounds like a
yeah.
grown man.
James will just look at me and go.
So I got this
and all
funny,
of a sudden you'll
so
hear it like bubble
story,
and you
right?
can feel it hit the diaper and you're like, whoa.
So on Friday night, I was watching film and stuff, breaking down film, and my wife was upstairs in bed, and I was just farting away, dude, just tooting away, just enjoying my life, you know, just basking.
Farting and laughing.
Yeah, just having a great time. Having a great time. My wife comes down, we come down for dinner,
in the
right?
bathtub,
my wife comes down for
at the
dinner,
bubbles.
and she's like, my wife comes down for dinner, and she's like, it smells like gas. Like,
did somebody leave the
my
stove
wife
on?
literally called the gas company to come out. I'm not shitting you. No, I told her. I said, Catherine, no. I said, Catherine, no. I've been busting ass down here, babe. Like, no, don't call the gas. She said, I'd rather be safe than sorry. The gas company guy came out. He did everything, and I come up to my wife and I was like, yeah, there's no gas leak. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, no, baby, I'm sorry.
You don't blame her though.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god.
First of all, Kelsey should have caught this, but
yeah, right in the hands. It popped right out. Dude, so that was my Friday night. I was laughing away. I had a great night.
That's so funny. I can't believe that happened. Look at the kicker's long hair.
Oh,
his long hair.
I like Friday night. I have
Oh,
that was a nice tackle.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Pringle again. Pringle's balling.
He's
Do you
fantastic.
ever have Masala?
Don't curse at me.
No, it's like it's awesome yellow curry based.
I love curry though.
Yeah.
So, but my girlfriend's vegan, so
I'm sorry.
it was awesome. It was awesome. I make it, and she loves spicy stuff. I was like, I'm cutting up like jalapenos, and I'm not wearing any gloves, and I don't even think about it.
You touch your eyeball, didn't you?
I wipe my brow.
Would you touch your
The
dick?
whole thing reacts,
That's the worst.
Like, and starts swelling up. So then I think that I'm like allergic to what I'm eating, like coriander or something. And I'm like, I hate this. I'm like, I'm going through an allergic reaction. And this is supposed to be like a fun Friday night. He's like, you're having an allergic reaction. You need to have like 2 Benadryl. And I was like, great. And so I take them, and then like during the whole Benadryl thing, I've already downed them 5 minutes after.
After
exactly
you've eaten
what
them.
happened, yeah, and I was like, well, I want to go to bed now. I was like, I just had Benadryl.
For no reason.
I'm over.
Dude, I would not have predicted that the Chiefs would only be having a field goal after the first quarter. I really did not think that was a possibility. I thought this was going to be a shootout.
You thought you thought that Chiefs were going to be?
Well, I thought both teams would be able to score points, a lot of them, and this is just.
They're both playing hard as shit.
I know we kind of called it in the pod on Thursday, but
I thought it was gonna be a high scoring game.
So what was the call?
I thought that the most
Damn,
points
and then
were
he
going to be
shanked
scored,
that one,
The
and
most
then
points
he
were going to be
shanked
scored
it. Wow,
in the fourth quarter.
That sucks.
The most points were going to be scored in the fourth quarter.
I still think they will. It's still a 7-3 game. He shanked that
most
one.
of them go? Don't they get hard as shit after halftime?
A
Not
lot
always.
of games. Sometimes it depends.
Damn, Trevor Lawrence shanked that punt.
The Patriots in all of Trevor Lawrence in Tom Brady's history. You're just like, I don't know Trevor
You don't know
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. He's
Trevor
like,
Lawrence is the next great
that
quarterback
guy,
to enter the
he's
NFL.
like a long-haired
yeah.
quarterback
But he has-
coming out in the draft,
he has
and
long
that punter
blonde
had
hair,
long hair.
though.
Looked just like him.
What were we talking about?
Habaneros.
About the coming out strong.
Oh yeah. The Patriots. Tom Brady's teams apparently. Tom Brady's been in what? This is his 9th Super Bowl, 10th Super Bowl. It's one of those.
It's too many.
Crazy like that.
There's too many to count.
His teams have scored a total of 3 points in the first quarter. So like they're notorious slow starters, but obviously now I'll make that 10 because they got 7 today.
Can you imagine being so good at your job, like being at that point where you're just like shitting Super Bowls?
Yeah, that's basically what he's doing at this point.
Like,
Tom Brady has a higher chance of making the Super Bowl and during his career than Jimmy Garoppolo does of completing a pass.
That is an insane stat.
Tom Brady. Yeah, easily. Tom Brady has 6. Tom Brady has 6. He has 6 Super Bowl rings.
How many has he been?
9 or 10. This is either his 9th or 10th. I'm pretty sure it's his 10th. Yeah.
Someone Google that quick.
Peyton's won 2 Super Bowls, but he's been to 4. Eli's won 2 Super Bowls. But the only difference is Peyton was obviously better than Eli, and Peyton did it with 2 teams. Well, his head is.
his forehead
His forehead got huge.
Dude, don't hate on foreheads, man.
Yeah.
Mine's growing by the day.
Is that why you wear a hat?
Yeah, that's exactly why I wear a hat, Josh.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just dominate the screen at all. We wouldn't even need a. We could put the logo on my forehead. We'd be fine.
True. That's the next T-shirt.
I do need more beard.
I'll be the first person.
Dude, you're the second person that said that to me. It called me V for Vendetta.
You know who the first person was? I think him. I think you said that. I think you said that a few months ago. Yeah.
First and second.
No, I think it was Kevin, to be honest. We just had on. I think it was Kevin.
That would make sense.
That's like heated
argument. Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh."
It's like I don't know whether to like that or hate that.
Yeah. In a way, you are protecting the city, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Right. Because like I want to have facial hair, but I don't want it to overdo.
What does that mean?
It's not gonna overdo it.
Because I got a beautiful face, dude.
Beards are in now, and I can't even
that's
grow
the thing is I don't go with what everyone else does, dude. I go the opposite. It's so true.
I know.
I know. I'm sitting in a room full of bearded men. No wonder.
Yeah, you are.
I'm being bullied.
No, you're
Yours
not.
takes way more work than any of ours.
Mine just grows.
Way more fucking work.
Mine doesn't even connect. I just let it go.
I just take it off my neck.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I grow more neck beard than anything. If I could move my neck beard up my cheeks a little bit, I'd be good. Get some plastic surgery to move it up.
Romo report. Good lord.
Oh, what is that?
It's Tony Romo. He's like color commentator.
Is he a Dallas guy?
Quarterback.
Yeah, he used to be, yeah.
He's up for Hall of Fame next year.
He shouldn't be.
He's not getting in the Hall of Fame. He's not getting in the Hall of Fame.
Dude, I remember having that argument with people saying that Tony Romo's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Dude, please get out of here.
How many rings does Favre have?
1.
And how many Super Bowls
has he been? 2, I believe. Yeah.
Who's the second?
The Steelers, right? I think.
Who's the second? Who's made the second?
Who's been to
the next closest? The next closest would Joe Montana, and Joe Montana won what? 3?
Terry Bradshaw as well. I think.
Yeah, but Terry Bradshaw was never like he gets more credit than.
But we're talking about just quarterbacks for Super Bowls.
Right.
Yeah.
Tom was on the Patriots for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how many rings did he get?
6.
This is his first year with the Bucks.
Yeah. And
interception!
Honey Badger.
Whoa!
There's the Honey Badger.
That was crazy, dude.
Somehow always
Honey
finds
Badger
himself
with the
around the ball.
Who's the Honey Badger?
That guy, Tyrann Mathieu. That was his nickname.
Honey Badger.
Because he's so small. Look at him. He's so small, but he's so feisty.
No, that can't be a flag. It's a tip ball.
What?
Yeah.
It's a tip ball. It cannot be a flag if it's tipped.
Holding.
All right. Well, let's see if
Tom
this is
Brady
a, let's
gets
see if
bailed
this is
out
a
by
Brady
another
call.
flag.
Let's see if this is a Brady call or what. Yeah, Josh, pull up a replay.
Tarvarius Ward. What a name that is, dude. I should name my kid Tarvarius.
Yeah.
That's a winner right there.
All right, Josh just pulled up the. First of all, was that within 5 yards? Second, okay. Dude, come on.
Call that?
You can't call that in the Super Bowl.
They've been letting him play.
But he checked it and put him down because he thought he was getting the ball. the ball went that way, so we went like this to put him up in case the ball was coming.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's a
Tom
Brady
Brady's
call. That's a
always
Brady
getting
call.
bailed
That's what
out.
happens, though, man. That's the GOAT treatment. That's what happened with MJ.
We went through this in the
That's what happens
playoff
with
game versus the
LeBron.
Bucks. They didn't
Yeah.
get any penalties against them, and they were penalizing us out the wazoo.
Yeah. What is a wazoo? I've never known.
I don't
what
know,
that
but I
is.
love the term though. I love saying it. I absolutely love saying it.
Yeah.
Winners, were you able to catch when Lamar Jackson had to poop during the game?
I watched that.
Did you?
I told him about that.
Did you?
Oh, what, that he left and came back and it was just random?
Yeah.
And he just had to poop?
Yeah, and he came. He's like, dude, I didn't have to poop, man. I had to go get IV.
Wait, so he had to poop though? For real?
Yeah, he definitely. Had to.
I don't know. He did come back with the band that was on like the exact spot people were
they
saying, but
probably-
I was
probably
like,
asked for
because doctors are probably like, this is where it goes. There you go.
Just put a piece of tape there,
Yeah.
dude. You're fine.
He
Nobody will
was
know.
he was prairie dogging it when he was on the field.
Dude, my buddy Matt used to call it swamp ass all the time, and he.
Well, swamp ass is different.
No,
swamp
but he used
ass
to
is
call it a
swear.
finger check. He used to do a finger check.
Who, Butler? Oh, Butler would
Touches
do
Dude,
it.
he's so gross. I'm not sure if he does.
Butthole with his finger?
I think so.
A crucial butthole itch is good at times.
I know. I would tell him that all the time.
You don't even have to use paper
white people are
or
gross,
fingers.
man.
Yeah, they are. You can just do it through your boxers and ruin your boxers. That's what I do. I throw
If
boxers
it
away every
sticks,
week.
if it sticks, you gotta wipe.
Yeah. Ew.
Like you wipe and the paper doesn't come back?
The one thing.
No, like I'm talking about the boxers, like the finger check.
Where is it? If there's one thing you can teach your son in his lifetime, it's that. If the paper,
If the paper
don't
gets
stick.
stuck, you need to wipe again, okay?
You got a problem, boy.
Where's Burrows? I want Burrows to call in. Or
Rose
Ian.
is busy, dude.
What? You act like it's like 3 a.m. there.
That's exactly what it is. Now Burrow's has been watching. He's been commenting the whole time.
Are there any famous kickers?
Yeah, what's the who's the like super who's the super skinny kicker with the glasses?
Rodrigo Blankenship, the dude for
He's
the
a
Colts.
punter.
No, Rodrigo Blankenship's a kicker.
He's like a new guy who like wears the glasses like
for the
super-
Colts.
yeah.
Rodrigo
Where
Blankenship.
said is there a difference between a punter and a kicker?
Yeah.
No, not that like they aren't but they're not two different people, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Really?
Yeah. You have to.
So
You have to
much more
special.
devalued.
Think about
because,
it.
Like they both, to me, have iron feet, but one's
Right.
holding it and the other one's not.
Right. And most punters can
Why
kick, and
can't
most
they
kickers
do
can
both?
punt. That you could.
Save a couple mil.
Watch,
guy
watch
and get
after
Kinda like charity or
COVID.
something?
Yeah, after COVID, we're gonna be in such a recession. They're gonna have to do that. They're gonna be like, all right, we're cutting jobs. Punters are the first to go.
Oh, another flag on the defense.
I'm guessing the punter would be first to go because a field goal.
What?
How does a corner line off offsides? Somebody please explain
What
that
did he
to
do?
me.
Yeah, I want to see if he even did.
Punter would be the first.
A punter would be the
Because
first to go.
Oh, okay, yeah, he looks like he's
Yeah.
able to.
Yeah,
Did he
yeah,
just
yeah.
give them a first down?
Punters can
No
affect
way,
the
he just
game,
gave
but
them a
not
first
like-
down.
Yeah, he did. They got first and goal.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness! Why would
How
you
many
do that?
opportunities are you going to
Yeah,
give Tom
I would
Brady
tell
to
him, hang up
score?
your jersey, go in the locker room right now.
How often? How many? Like, how long can this defense hold? They already held it from the 1 yard line on 4 straight plays. Apparently, it can't hold long.
Oh,
Gronk
Gronk with
again.
the second touchdown.
Motherfucker.
Thanks, dude. You lined up offsides, bro. Appreciate that. Gave up 10 more points.
There's a flag. There's a flag, though.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys,
I'm sure it's on Kansas City.
it's not a flag. See? Oh my God!
Dude, I'm
that
telling
was
you, they
on
do not
Bashad
call
Breeland.
flags on Tampa Bay. It just does not happen.
No, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah,
It's not Tampa Bay. It's Tom Brady.
It's not Tampa Bay. It's Tom Brady.
Tampa Bay. That's what they call it. Yeah.
Sergio just had some nice things to say about us on Twitter.
Yeah? What was that?
He said, I don't usually get emotional on Twitter or kind of emotional, but I want to thank the Burgundy Zone team to get me so close to Washington football team this season. They made me feel closer than ever to the team. Cheers.
Oh, cheers, Sergio.
Cheers, Serge.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
you, brother. You've
Thank
been
you.
great.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, go follow Sergio.
Stay up late, Serge. Stay up later.
Go follow Serge on Twitter. He's phenomenal. He lives out in Spain. If you guys don't know already, he's a really, really great fan.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of those European fans need more spotlight. To be perfectly honest, those
they
guys stay up,
and that's why.
How long that like actually how big it's getting.
Yeah,
dude,
I'm telling you, Burrows will literally stay up till 3 in the morning just to watch the game.
And stuff. Ian,
you could go to Europe and find a bar.
No.
Yeah, what is because Burrows and Ian live in the same area. They said that they've met up at bars before, I think, to watch a game. But I don't think that they have like bars where you can just go regularly.
Well,
watch
I'm sure,
because it's on so late.
I'm sure in Britain though, their bars are open late as hell.
Yeah. Well, and then we used to show soccer at mixed bars. So
There's like no 24 hours.
no, it's not.
They couldn't allow that. I mean, Vegas though. Vegas does
Whoa,
have 24
look
hour
at these
everything.
kids.
He has no legs.
Dude, I just watched some basketball video today of some one-handed guy down in Tampa going on a pickup court and literally just balling out in the basketball court with like random people and like dunking and shit. It was the craziest thing I've seen. Yeah, the dude was balling. I was blown away.
Well, first of all, he's got to be called for a lot of travels, I would imagine. There's a lot of water in that house.
Gonna call a plumber.
No.
All right, never mind.
I don't like being on camera.
Look at this kid.
I don't
That
have to do
kid
with my hands.
definitely gets bullied. Oh, not anymore, though. This is me as a kid. Look at how many eggs he's going to drink. Oh, dude, this kid totally gets bullied.
Dude, where's your dad?
James, I'm making this promise. I'm going to be here for you so you don't end up like this right now. Financially, at least. Never mind, I won't be here for you for that.
What a terrible commercial that was.
Don't take my
Imagine
financial
They all
advice.
bait and switch, and then they say taxes.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's an angel, and let's hope it's not Amy Schumer. Yes, it is. Let me guess. This is. Let me guess.
Dude, no wonder Amy Schumer's doing a Mayo commercial.
Well, let me guess. This dialogue's stolen, just like the rest of her jokes. They should have gotten. Yeah.
I watched. What was that one movie the first movie she came out with?
That was funny, but it wasn't because of her. It was because of Bill Hader that was funny. And no, it was because of John Cena that movie.
Yeah, John
was funny.
Cena was hilarious.
John Cena was. Oh, dude, I've been on I showed Lindsay Beavis and Butthead like a few months ago because she had never really watched it. The new episodes.
Really?
Beavis and Butthead, the newest ones, were like some of the funniest shows I've ever seen in my life. When it came back out in 2011, the stuff they say.
I will say New Girl is one of my favorite shows ever.
Okay,
That's
Kyle,
a great show.
Hey,
Have you never seen New Girl?
Have you ever seen Jane the Virgin? I watched that.
Dude, have you never
Jane
seen
the
New
Virgin's
Girl?
good.
Seriously.
No.
Dude, New Girl is hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't do it for. I'm not as.
No, the guy Nick and and then Schmidt and everything. It's literally every episode will have you lie.
But see,
both of you guys are league fans.
Yeah.
I've watched it. Yeah,
When Rux and he
It's
cries
hilarious.
during sex. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you don't like it, but I like Big Mouth. Big Mouth is hilarious.
No, I like Big.
Big Mouth is so funny.
We don't have Netflix. I don't have that. No, we deleted that shit, dude.
How about you pay me $5 a month and I'll give you my Netflix? It's
No,
cheaper.
honestly,
It's
it was
usually 15, right?
It was when they were promoting those like the weird little girl
I'll
stuff.
take that
and it
deal.
was just like,
no, that was weird. That was weird.
When they promoted little weird
But
the
I
little
will
girl
say,
stuff, I was like, yo, we gotta
Netflix.
stop that.
They have the so far
That was up for like 2 days.
they have the
It was more like a week, but yeah.
What-
It was.
I'm pretty sure it's still up
It
there.
was a while, yeah.
No way. No, it's not.
There you go.
There you go.
How do you know, Kyle?
Yeah, how do you know?
I was waiting for it.
Did they take it down yet so I can renew my
Is that
subscription?
still up on Netflix?
So me and Lindsay have been watching those crime stories, the true crime stories, the ones from Ryan Murphy, the dude who does like American Horror Story, all that. So the first one was the OJ one. That's why I got so deep into OJ jokes because I thought the whole scenario was funny. It's not funny at all, actually, but
It's terrible.
I mean, it's
That poor
funny.
guy lost his life just because he was like
In the
helping
wrong
somebody
place
out.
at the
Yeah.
wrong time. Ron Goldman, the waiter.
You were talking about OJ.
No, that poor guy.
He just said that he was.
That's, I thought he was talking about OJ.
Like he stumbled upon a stabbed body.
That just so happened to be his ex-wife.
He like, he like checked the pulse, and like there was blood on his hand, and he's like, I gotta get out of here. Like,
Too bad I just pricked my finger before this. Now my blood's at the crime scene too. And I'm wearing these gloves that don't fit.
I gotta get out of here.
Oh no. No, but
get my gloves.
we finished that and just finished the assassination of Gianni Versace. That
one was
amazing,
wild.
dude.
That one was wild.
Dude, they do it backwards.
Do you have Hulu?
And
Do you have Hulu?
They start with the murder and then it goes all the way back. Dude, it's
Do you have
so
Hulu?
good.
When you have Hulu, we watched a thriller called Alone, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, no, but anyway, back to I'm just kidding.
Alone. It's seriously called Alone.
What is it?
It's like some chick whose like husband had committed suicide, so she like goes on this like adventure, and this dude like is fucking insane. Just go watch it.
Okay. Well, what about?
I don't watch movies ever.
Dude,
I don't watch movies ever. My wife convinced me to watch this shit, and I was the whole time I was so pessimistic, like I was killing it, and then by half of it, I shut my mouth, and I was like, all right.
Girls do have the best. They always know what to watch. Like I always be like, this is gonna suck. I'm not watching Jane the Virgin. Next thing I know, I'm like, can we put on Jane the Virgin? Like what? Before we go to sleep, I'm trying to watch it.
What?
Like there's all
Bro,
sorts of shows,
that's
like, in
been.
You like
movies.
that show?
Yeah, it's funny.
You fried me for saying New Girl, and you're sitting here saying you like
Yeah, that was
Jane
the
the Virgin.
joke. That was the
I've
joke.
watched
You
both
just
of
didn't
them
get it.
all the way through, and same with. We just got done watching Grey's Anatomy. It's
Okay, well,
fucking
Grey's
forever.
Anatomy's a good one.
No, I know, but it's the same thing. Laura, she put it on, and I was like,
This
fuck
gonna
is this?
suck.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Sabrina, same
Yeah.
thing. It's
Dude,
like
exactly.
Sabrina's great.
I seriously,
Sabrina's
I
great.
literally think that all of these. Yeah,
Dude,
I literally.
Is that the one with the?
you are.
Is that the
Yeah.
one with the cat?
Here's my.
Yeah.
What the?
No, but not the one from the
it's not
90s.
the one
It's
with
a
the
new
Joan
one.
It's a new one.
Arc
It's a
movie.
new
That's
one.
what I'm thinking.
Not with
No,
like
no,
her
no, it's
aunts
completely
and that
recast.
that.
It's
same
way
cat.
darker, way more
So
like
this
intense.
is the best part about Netflix.
Way,
is
way
they have
much
their
more
own ratings
doper.
Because it's like it's streaming. It's not like real. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not actually on TV. So whenever they do like PG-13, they keep like they go like full extent of it. It's basically R.
Okay.
But so the gore and the killing and like all types of crazy shit, they can do it comedically, but they can't. Get a close up on him.
Close up on him on the phone. Yep. All right.
Can we talk about Josh liking Grey's Anatomy right now?
I'm just. Hey,
I stuck with Grey's for. Like,
Have you watched the newest seasons and everything?
It's never gonna.
I haven't seen the ones that.
Dude, the one guy I cannot stand. He looks so dirty. Like he just looks like he smells.
Yeah. But
You just run out of storylines.
yeah, no.
20s.
I will say though, like I was not expecting to enjoy it, and then like it literally got to the point where it was like Lard go to bed, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep watching this.
Dude,
I watched like 3 episodes. She'd wake up like,
I don't
why
understand.
the fuck did you watch these without me?
I don't understand a world where like everyone is gonna die at some point. Like everyone dies.
That's the world we live in.
No, but like in Grey's,
Newsflash, bro.
in Grey's, it's like these perfectly healthy doctors that are
no,
like
dude.
supermodels. It's like they just have cancer, then like
Dude.
they get shot, then like one gets hit by a bus, and it's like it's absurd.
Spoiler alert.
I gave my wife the benefit of the
These
doubt.
are early
right?
seasons, dude.
I know.
I gave my wife the benefit of the doubt while watching Grey's Anatomy, right? Until the plane crash. And this plane crash is in the middle of these woods. And what's her face? Meredith Grey's like walking through the woods looking for her boyfriend, husband, whatever. And he comes stumbling out of the woods. He's like, Meredith! And then he collapses. You just had a plane crash in the middle of the damn woods. You're telling me you're walking around, dude? Get out of here.
I can't stand that about big Hollywood blockbusters.
Dude, it's
when,
terrible.
like,
It ruins
people,
it. Like, where's the realism?
it's like their dad dies, and then like they have to just accept it within the course of 10 minutes, and they're the superheroes. Like, come with me.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, wait a second, what? I just like my dad just died. He just got like crushed by like a dinosaur. Like,
Oh my! I watched some movie where like this chick like tells us, I think it was like Star Wars, and the chick is like, I've been working so hard. Yeah, it was Star Wars. She's like, Mandalorian. She's like, I've been working so hard all my life to get this passageway to get onto a ship, and then she meets this dude, the Mandalorian, and literally 5 minutes later, she's like, take it. It's for you. You can use it.
It's yours.
It's like, dude, you've been working your whole life for this. You just met this guy in 5 minutes. You're giving him the one thing you've been working for?
yeah,
I can't stand Hollywood sometimes, man.
I don't get it.
They need better people.
Reed's out.
He's gone.
No. Go 3 box. Jump in.
Bro, I am 3 bucks to me.
Oh, you.
Oh, are you
Oh,
really?
okay. Yeah.
There you go. Dude, so we're getting to crunch time here. This has been a great time, by the way.
How much? Where are we at? Are we in first quarter still?
No, second.
No, second quarter.
Second quarter. All right, cool.
Second quarter.
We're almost done.
I think we got about 5 minutes
There's
left.
only
We're
2
almost
quarters
done.
in football, right?
Yeah, there's only 2 quarters.
No, not with the game. I just mean with this, this nonsense.
What, commercials?
No, the stream.
Oh.
They're gonna stop at halftime.
Dude, that's the kind of shirt we need for Reed.
People got to go home.
That's the kind of shirt we need for Reed.
Dude, the one upstairs that I have of Josh for his bachelor party is
great.
a full.
Have you seen? You've seen
Is a
it?
full.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
around upstairs real quick. Go grab it. It's on
it up there?
it's on my chair.
Go get the.
Reed, go into my office and look for a shirt that's got Josh's full face on it. Yeah, and get barbecue sauce on it.
Please get barbecue sauce on it.
Please don't get
Take
barbecue
your time, bro.
sauce on it. Please don't get barbecue sauce. You're passing a bathroom when you go up
Dude,
there,
he's gonna
so
wipe his
take
hands
this
over
shit.
the walls and
Yeah.
shit.
Just drag
Sure,
barbecue
go
sauce up.
upstairs.
The kid with mental problems at elementary school.
He's gonna go to your desk and just.
Is
touch
that
everything.
George Costanza?
Yeah. And he's not more bald than he was during Seinfeld. I think that's an anomaly.
Do
that
you
needs to be
watch Curb
investigated.
Your Enthusiasm?
No,
It's
but
great.
Just don't. I'm telling you, don't have any thoughts. Just go watch it.
I
Just
know it's
try.
like comedic genius.
Dude,
Like,
just watch it. Don't even. Yeah.
well, I think the most I've watched Curb Your Enthusiasm was in that documentary about how they used one of those episodes to like get a guy off of murder.
What?
Have you ever
I
heard
don't
about
even-
that?
No.
They did a Curb Your Enthusiasm did an episode at a Dodgers game, and one of their outtakes actually had a guy with his daughter taking her to the Dodgers game, and then a murder had taken place, and he was on trial for this murder.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then so basically that outtake got used for him to get off of it because they proved that he wasn't there.
Yeah, he was at the game.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy
Oh,
stuff, right?
Tyreek Hill.
So he was like a background, like he didn't even
Yeah.
mean to
Yeah,
get.
it was just in an outtake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine the
Hold
chances.
that. Hold
of
it
that.
up for Kyle. Hold it up. This is for his bachelor party. So
Oh
we
my
had
God.
ours said friend and his said me.
Oh no
So
way.
all of ours said friend on them. Yeah.
You look like you take LSD daily.
Is it a good shot? Can you
Just
see
put
that?
it on the tongue.
It's ridiculous. This is when he had like a fro. He had like a massive.
Dude, I remember the fro.
Yeah.
Dude, the fro was better. They had the Weird Al Yankovic bit going on for you.
I had the Kenny G.
The Kenny G.
Okay, let's see if Kansas City.
Oh
can
man, we
score
only got
before
a minute left of this, dude.
I know. We got to do this more
A
often.
minute 41.
We
to
should
be
do this
exact.
for every big game ever for every sport.
What'd you say?
Every big game for every sport ever.
No, we're good, dude.
I want to get
Where COVID ends, let's come up with a vaccine.
Tell me to call in.
Cleve, call in.
Please stop.
Hall's not here. He unfriended me. He unfriended me on Facebook because I like to comment.
Dude, I'm telling you, this pass rush getting after Pat Mahomes.
Anyway,
is
normal
too
transition here.
serious. It really is. We talked about it. Look,
It is.
my
Dude,
prediction for this game was 35-21 Kansas Tampa Bay. And it looks like that's going to be the case.
Dude, yeah,
Their tackles are getting just
Yeah.
blown the hell up right
and you
now.
got to think, man, it's got to suck missing Mitchell Schwartz, who's the best right tackle in football, and Eric Fisher, who's, even though he hasn't lived up to being the #1 pick, he's still a average to serviceable left tackle, probably
Right.
a little underrated. So they're just screwed, man.
Yeah,
Especially
we got about a minute left in the half, everybody. Harrison Butker's lining up for the 34-yard field goal. I just wanted to say before we end the live stream, Josh, Mr. Winters, thank you guys so much for making this possible. This was
Yes, thank
fantastic. Thank you so much to Todd for coming by and sticking
Yeah.
with us and being able to stay on for so long. He
Yeah.
said he was only going to be able to stay for 30 minutes. He stayed on for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, Todd was like, you know what, I don't.
This was a
care.
great time, man.
It was good.
I
It
hope
was
this.
good. The
I hope
setups
this
are nice.
becomes.
Is that your wallet?
Yeah,
A great looking wallet.
it's a great looking wallet. It doesn't have the Velcro like usually.
That used to be the worst when the
Randy
music.
Guinness wants to know if the Chiefs are going to come back in the second half.
Yeah, I think that they will.
I don't think so,
I
Randy.
think that they will. Randy, I'm gonna go with a yes,
Randy
just
Marsh,
because
I don't think so.
you can never count the Chiefs out, but it's gonna be hard, man. Them missing their 2 starting tackles is so huge against this what we've seen this Tampa Bay pass rush do over the last month or so, especially what they did against the Packers. So this pass rush, they're gonna have to come up with something. But Andy Reid's too smart. Patrick Mahomes is too good. They're gonna come back. I still got Kansas City winning this game. I think second half is going to be an explosion.
I will say Andy Reid is much better at maintaining a lead
than he is at
rather than having to regain.
You're 100% right. Yep.
And so then for that reason, but you know, Tom is not Matt Ryan. Tom doesn't just wear out the clock to try to get out there. Like, he will put your
he's
foot on your throat.
He's not Ryan Tannehill either, but
yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes has scored points in a flash. But he's struggling right now.
But their offensive line is a legit issue at this moment, dude.
This meeting has been ended by host on Zoom.
We done?
No, I just ended the Zoom.
Okay.
No one else
okay.
Why is the video on this YouTube? It says God is a furry. And it's got 69 views. Sick.
God is a fury, dude. Why
God is a furry, like one of those people who dresses up.
YouTube. Those are the instrumentals I listen to. Not the God is a fury thing. Furry
Not
thing.
fury, furry.
Furry.
Google what a furry is.
You're a furry.
It's yours. Oh, well, Justin's funny, so I can play that.
Justin?
No,
who?
I'm good, man. Justin's hilarious. Justin Greger. You wouldn't know it. He's pretty famous. He is handsome.
Not as handsome as Winters, though.
Speaking of not handsome, how did that guy win hottest, sexiest man of the year like 2 years ago?
It's not a real thing, dude.
Yes, it is.
It's not a real. No, the sexiest man alive thing is not a real thing.
No, I've seen it with my eyes.
They had John Legend as the winner one year.
Right.
You want to keep talking shit?
Damn. You guys should arm wrestle about it. Ask Katie what she thinks, because she's the only one who matters.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what thinks.
It's okay.
she's like I actually completely 110% agree with Mike.
Yeah, she's like,
just kidding. I'm
no, like, oh no.
There you. Okay.
Dude, why did you do that? Why would you just keep running? Do you remember Leonard Hankerson?
Yeah.
Am I seeing a skinny little 85 just reminded me of that?
Yeah. What a shame.
Dude, that guy doesn't have a hand.
Yeah.
Stop fighting him. It's unfair.
Fight JPP. Jason Pierre. Oh, Brady's getting into it with Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, God. Come on, Tyrann. You don't want to piss him off.
He's like,
it's
I'm
not
married
like he's
to a
gonna...
model.
Yeah, this isn't the streets. Like, you would fuck him up in a fight, but on a football field, I wouldn't want to piss Tom Brady off.
I wouldn't want to piss Tom Brady off, especially down by a score.
Yeah, that's true. Damn, look at Fournette trying to be alpha, but oh,
dude, seriously though, what a comeback for Fournette! Everyone when he got left from Jacksonville, everyone thought they wrote that guy off.
Yeah.
It's so weird,
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my coach in high school, Curtis Belcher, used to always say.
Are you sure you want to reveal this before you?
Okay. He used to say. He used to say all the time. He's like, the reason I play football is because it's illegal out in the streets, but it's legal on the football field.
You're like, is that how you?
Ass.
Is that how
dude,
you?
You're absolutely right.
But were you like, is that how you fight? You just tackle? Is that because you beat up?
Dude, have you ever watched Ndamukong Suh play?
Yeah, well, Ndamukong
remember he like
stomps on faces.
He steps on
Sierra's talking to Roger Goodell right now about buying Russell
Wilson. When I was born, I had a penis.
She's like, wait, I heard that you have more money than Russ, and Russ is sitting there like, all right, Sierra, calm down. Yeah, don't make me call Future.
Make me call Future. Do you remember after that happened and Russell made sure they couldn't play Future at their practices?
Yeah. That was so beta. I mean, I get it.
To the streets.
I get it. But Chris Godwin.
It's good that Godwin held on to that one.
Yeah.
About 40 seconds left here, guys, but it looks like Tom wants to stop the clock again. That's probably Kansas City.
No.
Dude, this was a good time, man.
It was. It was good.
Drinking brews, watching the ball game, bull crabbing. I wish Washington was in this. Like, could you imagine what that day would be like? Like, I wouldn't remember it if Washington was in the Super Bowl. Like, I'd be so plastered.
Yeah, no, blackout.
No, 150% I would.
No, I remember.
When the Caps, I was at our buddies in Frederick.
Well, the Nats won too, so let's not forget about that.
With the Nats, I was at home. I was watching it happen. I actually went out to my car so I could listen to Dave Jagler and Charlie Sloan call it.
Yeah, that was probably a good call.
Yeah, and I went and recorded that and everything. Because, dude, so many times I would listen to them in the car and, like, the Nats would be doing well. So I was like, look, if they're going to win this World Series, that's how I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah.
What a time that was, man.
Dude, I know. I remember
pre-COVID. Bring me back, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't. I would literally just lay in our bed in Gettysburg and watch the World Series. Lindsay's not a baseball person, but that watching like Strasburg and Scherzer and
Brady's going deep to Evans.
Pass interference?
No, you can't. That was uncatchable. You can't call that. That was uncatchable. You can't call that. That's uncatchable.
I don't know. If he didn't get tackled, he might have been able to get close to
That's
it.
That's uncatchable, dude.
Mike Evans.
10 yards away.
It's Mike Evans. Was that Mike Evans
that
it happened to? Oh.
I was gassing up Breland, and then he goes and does that.
Yeah.
But it is Mike Evans, dude. How is that possible when that call in particular?
I think if he... Let's see where the ball's at when he gets
Mike's
tackled.
fault. He kicked him first.
So...
That ball's like...
Oh, no, yeah, he could have.
Okay,
He could have taken a couple
You're right. You're right.
I'm always right, Kyle. Come on. Breland, what are you... Oh, you slipped.
A lot of credit to Brady for throwing that ball.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one thing I will say. The pros need to change that. Where the pass interference goes to where the actual penalty was, they have to change it to college and make it a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
They cannot allow that shit.
I know. Look at Brady yelling at everybody. Get down, get down, get down, get down.
Get down like Gazelle.
Who took that timeout?
Who called that? Kansas City? Tampa called that?
Oh, it came from the sideline.
If they get the touchdown before halftime, dude, it's.
Like I said,
I'd be willing to bet.
They're only down. Kansas City's as bad as their offense is playing. They're only down 8.
True.
Like that's impressive to me right now.
It's not. Look, it has been a great game, but it's been a great defensive game.
Yeah, right.
I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Spagnola.
Seriously, with as bad as Kansas.
Is there anybody more New York than Steve Spagnola?
The only person I can think of is Rudy Giuliani. And that's just because he
New York.
New York.
Remember that Dave Chappelle skit? Where is Ja Rule right now? What does Ja Rule think about this?
Ja Rule. Dave Chappelle is so funny. What?
I miss him.
I do. He's still doing stuff. He's still doing stand-up.
No, I know, but I miss seeing him on a weekly basis.
Oh, well, he's talking. He says he wants to bring Chappelle Show back, but he can't because Comedy Central owns the rights to the name Chappelle Show. So he's like, even if I brought it back, I can't call it Chappelle Show.
Just add a Y onto it. Just call it Chappelle Show.
You can't do anything like that, like a skit show, right now. Like Comedy
So they
Central,
own rights to like him being able to do skits.
He was young when he signed the deal, and they own him for life, and he's trying to get out of the deal right now. He's like, if you've ever been a fan of mine, don't watch reruns of Chappelle Show. He's like, don't.
Really?
Yeah. He's like they need to give me my shit back. He's like, I'm the one who created all this.
You knew it was gonna be a fade. Oh my god, no way. They just called a flag on Kansas City again.
That was uncatchable.
Are you really not allowed to hand check defensively against Tom Brady?
Uncatchable
Seriously?
too. Yeah, apparently.
That's ridiculous. I feel bad for Tyrann after that. That's uncatchable. That is uncatchable. How can you call that? That's uncatchable, dude. Come on, dude. That's the one thing with the NFL that I cannot stand. I understand that the referees are unionized, but you have to be able to keep them in check, dude.
Yeah,
like this type of stuff is not okay. And I know that these are the top of the line refs, that these are the best. Antonio Brown got a touchdown.
Damn.
Antonio Brown's stat line: 4 receptions, 19 yards. That's unfortunate. I feel terrible for the Chiefs right now. They should not be in this situation. We probably just have like 30 seconds just staring at the TV, just not saying anything. Damn, Tom was talking crap, dude.
Yeah, Tom doesn't care. Super Bowl Tom, especially Super Bowl Tom doesn't care.
Super Bowl, he's different.
He is different,
dude. But they call the games like it's so funny how they call it so tight and everything for the Chiefs and defense. On the other way around, it doesn't get going.
What?
Yeah, of course it's on Tyrann.
What did he do?
Of course, they have to make sure that you can't talk crap to Tom.
Andy Reid's probably so pissed because if they lose, he doesn't get his buffet of cheeseburgers again.
Cheeseburger buffet.
Yeah, he was so happy about that last time. You kind of feel bad taking it from the guy.
I will say, man, Andy Reid is
he's an amazing coach.
Yeah, when he left Philly, I was so happy.
So was I.
So happy.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you guys are idiots.
I'm real happy with that.
Remember they signed Chip Kelly? And I was like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
That happened. That
I
was
will
great
say,
for like 6 months.
the one thing Chip Kelly did do that's still
is Deshaun Jackson letting him go?
No, that's still carrying on in the NFL is the science behind it, like what you feed your players at what times, how often you work them out a day, like GMs and people really caught on to that. Like, okay, we got to get these guys to be able to go all 4 quarters. But the problem with Chip Kelly's teams is Chip Kelly's teams would be destroying you in the first half, and then all of a sudden,
Are you serious? They can't point, wag their finger in somebody's face without getting a flag for that?
all he said probably was, "You got me there next time. I got you," or something like that. And they.
He said, "I'm done." I read his lips there. He said, "I'm done." We got 6 seconds left in the half, everybody. If you're still there, if you're still chugging with us, I can't thank you guys enough for joining us for this. It's been a hell of a time. Been a lot of fun. 2.5 hours we've been on. That's rocking out, dude. We got to do this more often.
Yeah.
We're about to just take this place over. I don't know who was here before, but we're just gonna take it over.
Sorry, extraordinary. This is my place now.
Sorry, guys. I'm the captain now. That's what's about to happen.
That's like Kyle's impression of the Tom Hanks movie. That's his. What is
Was that his impression?
what is that?
That was Somalian.
I am the captain.
I didn't even see the movie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, you did.
I'm the captain now.
I am not. I'm telling you right now, I'm not a TV guy. Literally, I'm not.
Except for football.
Except for football.
Well,
It's literally
yeah.
the only time.
Sports.
Yeah.
Washington sports.
Patrick
I'd
Mahomes nailed
much
it.
rather watch film. All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure. It's been a great time. Thank you to winners. Thank you to Josh. Thank you.
I will say that kneel down by Patrick Mahomes, only time you will see somebody kneel on an NFL field and not get bitched at by old white men. Am I right?
Way to end strong.
All right, there we go. Thank you guys.
Hey, seriously, thank you to Todd for coming by and being with us. Thank you to Sergio. Thank you to Burrows for watching. Freddie Ham for calling in. Jesse Martin for calling in. Nia, I'm sorry we weren't able to get you on. John, I'm sorry we weren't able to get you on. Who else? Am I missing somebody? Oh, Keith, of
Yes,
course.
thank you, Keith.
Keith and Kevin, of course.
And
They
yes,
were.
Keith and Kevin. And I have
What
one.
did Keith say? The Sasquatch. What did he call it? The Caucasian Sasquatch.
Yeah,
he was gonna
that
give
was,
his
I
wife.
was into that.
I hope your wife is okay after that.
Hey, I hope your wife is okay after that. Josh and Winners, does this company have a 401k? I would sign up for it, but I don't think I can run that far. I'm out.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Hit the merch.
Buy the merch.
Remember, go like alert merch. You can find us in the bio on
Merch.
Instagram,
Merch.
on Facebook, and on
Merch.
Twitter. We have the
Merch.
link for you guys.
Merch.
You can wear
Merch.
Reed's face on your
Merch.
shirt. You can
Merch.
have the WFT with the Burgundy Zone logo. It is fresh. It is the best in the game. I can tell you that right now. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Washington football. Woo! Washington football. Woo!